Take two. So that was not on me as far as the fact that it says after show on our intro, but thank you to Will the Show for our amazing themes, Will from America for our amazing theme song. And then I'm so excited that we're going to be hosting tonight some amazing panelists and players. They're in a really good mood because they already saw me screw up so amazingly that like I can't top it tonight. I might retire early. But here we go. Here's Ryan, Lana, Jacob, and Muna. Now, I don't feel like we've talked about this before. Are y'all excited about the game?
Totally excited. Like,
the first time and only the first time, of course.
I'm super excited because first off, I love the season of Blood vs. Water for Survivor. And then after having, for the people that tuned into Cameron's families yesterday, which was pretty fun, I saw kind of bits and pieces of it. And so I feel like having the family tie and this outside tie from the game is going to be amazing. Oh, Lana flaunted.
Yeah, I think this is the perfect mini to follow the Olsens. Because I know I loved every second of that, like rivalries over fantasy football leagues and all that. So I can only hope we get the same drama between family members through this.
I'm also really excited. I feel as though, well, I already know a lot of the players in this are the type to not ever cross their family or whoever the companion is. And so now it's that sense of it being harder than a patron game because you have to decide whether or not you are going to, whoever your target is, whether or not you're going to not tell that companion who's tied with that person that you're going for them, or are you? And in consideration about the time limit, and that I just see it becoming so messy, and I'm just so excited about that.
The thing that I want to see like family members not talking to each other after the game. I want the blood and the stripe to be that deep. Wow. Like I want you to text your family member after and like, don't even talk to me after this. I'm telling Aunt Carol. I'm telling Aunt Monica. I'm like, I want that type of pettiness, disastrous, chaoticness, and also lovingness. So bring it to me all.
I want phone numbers blocked and Thanksgiving's ruined. Simple enough. Absolutely.
Yep. I also want some, sibling, whatever love. I see Josh and Billy. I'm so excited for that duo because I just see so much love going on throughout the whole thing.
I mean, I would want to see all of that. Plus, I want to see people unblocking on Twitter. I want to see Instagram blocks. I want to see Facebook blocks. I want everything and be like, we not talking. Don't come for me ever again. And then that's it. And then like Twitter beefs. I want the beefs like online. I want to see all that. I want to see.
I want people making cameo videos and posting it the game. Yo, what you say to me during the game? I want people watching the game back and being like, so you fake and phony.
Instagram live.
I want people calling people's mamas, be like, okay, well then I'll just tell your mom. Then I'm just gonna tell your mom. She'd be like, I know she's watching. I she wrote that he about to vote me out.
you know I'm mom's favorite. You think you're about to vote me out here? We'll see how that pans out tomorrow.
Right. Period. I want to see it all.
You make your own breakfast tomorrow morning for sure.
Everything.
Be like that, and that's why I got grandma's KitchenAid and you got nothing.
Right. I want to see it all.
Well, we have an amazing cast. I want to put up the general. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Might be a little hard to see, but it is beautiful. There we go. It's a little bigger for me.
Perfect.
We've got showmances, cousins, sisters, siblings, boyfriends, father and sons, best friends, twins. I'm excited to see it all. People are really excited about y'all's insights too. Now, to get this started, we have to, of course, decide what order we're going to do. So let me.
The wheel has never failed me yet. So
Hey, the game has never failed me yet, so hopefully today.
Ooh.
All right, we're going to a wheel. We don't do
Yeah, we already
Wait,
going to the wheel.
good thing Cammy isn't here.
Yeah, Wills and me don't get along too well, so I'm not looking forward to this at all.
I believe in you, Lana. I believe in you.
All right, I believe in me.
No, put that
Okay,
juju
here
on
we
me.
go.
Suzi.
Here we
Put that
go.
juju on me. Did you put it at 60 seconds to draw out the suspense?
I put it at 10, but I'll put it at 60 next time.
Oh my god! Of course they gave Jacob first.
I hate
pick.
this.
I don't like it already.
I already hate
Wait, Susie, restart the stream again. We can take this from the top. We don't have to go take
Right, we started over. Take 3.
You guys are the worst. You guys are
We're gonna keep redoing it until Jacob gets at least
This
4th pick.
game loves me. This
I
game
agree
loves
with that, Ryan. I say yes.
No. Okay, so Jacob's first. I will.
Okay.
And then he will be.
Oh,
And I changed it to 60 seconds. I feel like that was too long. I was peer pressured.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
I can't even see which space is mine. I'm getting a headache trying to
Me
follow my
neither.
name.
You're on. You and I are in white, Ryan.
Okay, gotcha.
Uh-huh.
I thought I was on
Is
blue for the
blue.
longest time there.
This is out.
No 4 letters, Ryan.
Yeah, everyone left.
Keep,
Come on, keep going.
wait.
Keep going.
Ooh.
You got it.
Slow down.
Oh my god. Stop.
Keep going. Keep going.
No.
Yes.
Wait, that was the most stressful wheel because I feel like it was speeding up in intervals as it was slowing down.
Thank you.
Okay, so Lana, you
I
are
this one though.
second.
Congrats, Lana. I support you.
Thank you, sis.
Muna, where was my hand clap?
I'm
Non-existent, Jacob. You knew exactly where it was.
Ryan, I got you.
Guys, I wanted 3rd pick anyway. This is exactly
This is what you wanted? Oh.
Yeah, don't even worry. The wheel will give it to me.
You're yellow now, Ryan.
That's my favorite color.
Yeah, right.
It is.
But you're wearing blue.
Yeah, because I wore my yellow hoodie last time I was on here, Jacob. I gotta switch it up a little bit.
All right.
I got 12 of them. I gotta cycle through.
Mine is green.
Yes.
You have 12
Say my
hoodies?
name. I feel it.
I don't know.
You have 12
I
hoodies?
only wear one of them at most times. So.
Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
I think it's gonna be me. I think it's gonna be me.
Ryan got it.
No, it's on Susie.
No, it's
Susie.
Suzi.
Muna, what happened with you and the wheel, sweetheart?
He doesn't like picking me, and in the game, I can't be mad about that.
What happened, sweetheart?
Still not stopped yet.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Wait, that's what it was. I was trying to figure out. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
They'd be like, hey, Brandon, what's going on?
That would be last. I can choose last 2.
Yeah, the last spot is actually a really good spot.
I like the last spot.
Yeah.
Whatever Muna
I'd
wants,
rather-
give that to her. I told her before this started.
Nah,
The glasses are too intimidating. I'll take the leftovers.
Nah, Muna getting chosen right now. She's not getting that last spot. Muna's not getting that last spot. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Muna go get what Muna wants.
Just that split.
Nah.
The glasses got all of it. Everything.
Muna, take your glasses off for a second.
And she feel
Tell people
everything.
what to do.
She feel everything. What? She feel it.
The thing.
And point blank and the period.
Wait,
And the
let's
period.
see.
Is this like 2 minutes?
Oh my god. It feels like
It's 1 minute.
Oh. No, it's Muna.
Yeah, this is gonna be Muna.
Yeah.
Look at the wheel speeds up again.
Oh.
It's gonna be close.
Oh god.
It might be on the edge there for a second.
Oh,
Yeah. Muna.
Just as planned.
Ryan and reverse psychology.
Y'all misheard me earlier when I said 3rd pick. No,
Yeah,
I meant
you said
5th.
No, we heard you right, Ryan. We heard you right now.
It's okay. This place is cute. It's cute.
Yeah. Okay, so everybody has their picks, their spots. I already forgot who's going into which spot, so I hope you all remember.
I'll go first.
Jacob, Lana, and then me, and then Muna, and then Ryan. You are last, as
The
you
number
deserve.
one loves me. As you deserved.
As you deserve. Wow.
I'm just saying. Okay, so I made a graphic. Let's see what it looks like on the screen.
Why is it weird? Okay.
Oh my gosh, what did I do?
Okay, so just a disclaimer. If I get cut out, we getting storms over here, so just let you know.
We'll do.
All right.
Someone said that Jacob paid the wheel off.
That sounds right to me. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
Oh my gosh, it doesn't want to do anything but Chrome. Which would be terrible. That looks terrible. This is terrifying.
I love this. I had the chat on one screen and everything. That's
intersection.
Whoa.
Whoa. Stop sharing. This is not my fault. Louis, I might need you. Louis like, I'm trying to watch this. And I'm like, no. It's trying to just do this.
I saw someone say in the chat that Muna has Tamar glasses on from Celebrity Big Brother.
Oh, she does.
She does.
It's the biggest compliment I've ever received.
And then do it.
Like I need to go. I'm feeling the shade vibe, so I feel like I need to get mine. So I don't know.
I'm gonna bring on the shade tonight.
I mean,
why do you think I brought the glasses for it?
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it all.
I think it should be required that everyone in tomorrow's cast wears these glasses. I want to see 20 people rocking them tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all, this is really messing up on me. It's not even letting me see comments right now. I don't know why.
Suzi, you got it.
I was having like a heart attack.
You got it, Suzi. I believe in you.
You can do it.
I might have to have Louis come in on here. Louis, are you in the comments? Let me get my phone. Text that man.
Did y'all remember on Celebrity Big Brother 2 when Tamar and Lola got into it and Tamar was like, she had those shades on. If someone called me another bitch, I'm gonna start yanking. Lolo, then do it. Then say
it.
Yeah, Suzi, Luke just said hi in chat. He said send me the file.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send him the well. Okay.
Then do it. Then say it. That was like so fucking say it. Then do it.
Who was it that made the final two name right in front of her too when she was laying down?
I saw people talking about that the other day online. I was like, that was a beautiful moment.
The clip was perfect.
She was like,
it's like, did I say final two name? I meant final three name.
Like, no, you just out, boo.
Celebrity casting.
That was hilarious.
That was amazing. And then we wouldn't. I don't know why they canceled BB Celebrity. I do.
I'm about to say we know why, but
they're probably running out of celebrities they can put on there.
We get a Tamar win, and then we don't get it no more.
It's like, all right,
it's over.
When you get an ending that good, you just call it off at that point.
Just saying. It was.
But that was my favorite person from there was Candy Burris. I love Candy on there because she wasn't as like the. What?
Her drama with Tamar was so actually real because
I knew about it. I knew about it going into the game, and I was like,
"Oh no, people are talking about my screw ups." Hey, this is not me. This is definitely StreamYard because I actually practiced this earlier, and it would absolutely let me do it earlier, and now it's only letting me do Chrome for some reason.
Only we were on Twitch, Suzi, you would have the emotes to drop right now. The Suzi screw up emotes.
Yeah, that's true.
Why is everything Chrome?
I said the same thing, Jake.
Why is everything Chrome?
All we have is the banner.
This whole podcast.
I feel like maybe Jacob jinxed me by saying how good I was going to do it this tonight.
No, Suzi, you're going to kill it. Trust me. Suzi, you're going to kill it. You're killing it.
Keep going.
No, Suzi. The screw up is just the foundation for an epic end off.
Yeah. Everybody drink because of a Suzi screw up. Well, we wait for Louis. I see Louis the file, so hopefully he can jump on and share his screen.
Why is it? Can I go make another? Can I go pour some more vodka in here real quick?
Here's my concern, Jacob. How did you drink that all already?
No, it wasn't just it wasn't vodka filled up till here.
Mhm.
They all say.
No, it was not. It was not. It was.
You sure?
It was LaCroix
Okay.
with a dash of
Alright, yeah.
lime.
Yeah, go fill it up. It might make this more interesting while everyone watches me.
Yes, I'm
try to
super
figure this
excited. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be back,
I'm
guys.
afraid that if I leave the broadcast will end, so I can't even like try to go out and come back in to make sure that's not the issue.
Let's hope not. All right, BRB, guys.
Okay, let me see. Louis needs me to email it.
Oh man.
I hope Jacob knows if he's not back by the time this starts, his first pick's randomized. Right?
Ryan, we're gonna fight.
Oh yeah.
Ryan. I feel like my AirPod in.
To do this though than it would for him.
Jacob, you let me know. You let me know where and when.
Trust me, Ryan. All right, bet. Meet me in Texas.
I'll book.
Ryan, you're in Pittsburgh, Ryan, not Texas?
No, I'm in Philly now, but Pittsburgh for like 90% of the year. Yeah.
Oh, my younger sibling lives in Philly.
Oh, awesome.
They went to what's it called?
Temple.
That school that's Temple, and so did my older brother. My older brother went for law school, so he's kind of a douche.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you.
No, that's hilarious.
I needed to get away from home. I immediately picked Pittsburgh over Philly, but
I've never been to Philly. I've only been to Pittsburgh.
Philly's good if you really like history. Philly's nice.
Wait,
Don't tell anyone. I
Rocky
like Pittsburgh a little bit more, but if you're a history person, Philly's fantastic.
Have you went up the Rocky Steps?
Of course. I went up them after the Eagles won the Super Bowl. I ran them in celebration.
Oh, were you? Wait. My good friend. She's. I mean, plays for her favorite football team is the Eagles. What?
Oh no, Jacob Sparks said something in chat. Sorry, I said that, and I forgot that there was another Jacob on here.
That is the question, Jacob. Jacob W. Yeah. We'll see.
What did they ask?
They said, "Will Lana draft JoJo show?"
Oh.
Jacob already with the hard hitters in the chat.
I mean, they coming for us for real. But
wait, did y'all not like JoJo show? I didn't really watch that mini show.
I'm a fan of JoJo show. I'm actually a real fan.
I had a real roller coaster of emotion watching JoJo show. It was my first time seeing JoJo show play, so I was like, I don't know if I was feeling him at the beginning, but I will say, Joe, me and the roller coaster ride ended up with me respecting his game. I like that game. I was like, you know what? I may not like his attitude, and if I was playing with him, I would have been gunning for him first because he would have got on my nerves real fast.
Oh yeah.
But watching him play, I'm like, yeah, dude, okay.
I mean,
he did his thing. He got to the final two.
That final four.
Against all odds.
That final four impressed me so much. I was like, you just talked your way into the final two when you should have been going in the final six. Like, what?
And I like that he's like such a huge fan. And he needs to come here. Someone send him this live stream. But he like such a big fan of the show.
He's in the chat. So.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay, sorry. But he's such a big fan, and he's so like nice, and like I don't know, he's just such a dope person.
I think what I really admire specifically is that he keeps his bold personality. Usually, people either strategically turn it down or turn it up. But he keeps who he is, but shifts it in a different way for strategy for him to get to how he got to final two, which I just have nothing but mad respect for.
All right. Yeah. I talked to him after his show. He was on the Zoom call I was on, and I was like, "Look, you just played, and I feel you. I understand the game now. I understand your game. It might not be my game, but it's your game. You played the heck out of it, so ain't nothing I can do but respect that."
Agreed. Like I said, I would have wanted him out so fast if I was playing, but they let him in too long, and that's how he got to the final two.
Suzi, first off, I can't wait to see you play again. I was telling someone this today, but if those that don't know, Suzi was in the first game that I ever played. I think it was her first game too, and I in working with her and the chaotic game that is Winners at War. I'm just like. don't know. I'm such a stan and a fan of Suzi, always and forever. And so,
well, I
love
hope
to
to
see
play
her.
So the issue is that Jacob also can't. No, you're Jacob. Louis also can't get the file to work. I can get the file to work, but the thing can't work. So I'm gonna try to leave the studio. Hopefully, it won't end the broadcast and come back real fast and see if that will.
Okay.
All right. Well, okay. Here we all go.
So welcome, guys. This is the Jacob Show and the Muna Show and the Lana Show and the Ryan Show.
Real quick.
Yeah.
And that
We're the new 4 main hosts of Podquester Mini. This is just
I'm gonna let y'all finish, but I need to say this real quick. This is not nobody's show, but
So
no, it's the Lana show. Let's keep it real. It's the Lana and Muna. Look, it's the Lana and Muna show. Let's keep it real.
it ain't the Lana and Muna Show. Nah.
Let's keep it real.
you're on the wrong show, Jacob. I don't know what
Nah. I'm never supporting. I'm never supporting. I'm never that.
But and we want Ryan to join in because of course he's my dream partner. We partners. We've been
you
doing
can't,
this.
you
Muna,
cannot
am I
have
your
a
dream partner?
podcast with Lana and not throw me on it at this point.
Yeah.
We're
Exactly.
at the
I'll let you know.
Muna, am I your dream partner?
But somebody said this is the epic Final Four right here. So I'm
But
just saying.
who will win? Who will win?
Not the Final Four. Ready?
That's going to be until Suzi gets back. Let's play the Final Four right now.
That's the Final Four right here. Jacob is going. I'm voting Jacob out.
So,
I
so
don't know.
Muna, I think I legit think, hey Lana and Ryan, if you don't vote with me, I'm dragging you first and foremost. Lana, we've been working together this entire game. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Look at the draft bag.
If you were saved by the bell there, if you think I'm scared of getting dragged, you must have missed the first time I played. I swear.
Look at me! I figured it out, and I'm not going to tell you what embarrassing shit happened to make this mess out and get fixed. Let's just celebrate the fact that I am a genius and figured it out. Self-taught technology genius. It's only 8:30. I have started the stream now 3 times.
This is a good stream though. We're keeping it going.
Well, we
Yes,
kept it live for you.
Yeah, I appreciated y'all keeping the drama going. I was here for most of what y'all were saying.
They were talking about.
No, y'all leave. Jacob Sparks is just like he's after you, right?
Like 3 weeks ago. It's a good picture. I love that picture.
He said it's a good picture.
It is a good picture.
Okay, so yes.
I just wanted to tell you they were talking about dragging you in Final Four, but that's another subject for another day.
Final
Four,
Willie.
I mean, y'all can drag me, but then check your
on a different screen. I didn't hear that.
Folks gonna come for you.
You know you wasn't getting dragged in no Final Four. Come on.
No.
He knows it
Look at
would
this
be him.
panel and you tell us who was getting dragged in the Final Four.
I mean, I think Jacob has some experience with being dragged at Final Four, so maybe he could speak about that. Okay. Speaking of Jacob, you are first up on the list. So this is our screen with everybody on it. Who are you going to draft first?
So, okay, Suzi, you probably hate me, but can we go to the? Oh, I can pull up on my phone like their names.
I can't.
Yeah, that one's harder. I can't, for some reason, share 2 things at once. So I can take this off until you decide and share the other one.
Well, I could just look on my phone.
I just lost my phone.
Here we go.
Well, I just lost my phone.
There we go. There's everyone's names.
So, I have been thinking about this for a couple of days now, and I am going for a person that I know nothing about. But I'm going. I have another person in mind, but I really want to get this person just in case someone else has put a good word in for this person. But I have a second option. But my first option is John, Louis' best friend.
Okay.
And
that felt like a bit of a personal attack, but okay.
And the reason why I'm drafting John first is because after a podcast, and then we went backstage, and then Louis was talking about John. He was saying, like, I think, Louis, tell me if I'm lying or not. I'm probably not. But he's such a big fan of Survivor, and he would do really well in Sequester. And so I think having a person like Louis talk about his best friend like that, and in the realm of Sequester, where Louis, I think, is one of the best players to ever play Sequester. I think I really want to go for John because he doesn't have a big target on his back. And I just think he's going to do exceptionally well. So fingers crossed for John.
No.
Okay. I think that's John. Yeah, not having the names on the pictures on. Okay, good. So I think that's John in the picture. Y'all let me know if I screw up the pictures too, and we can all have a drink on that one. But all right, Jacob going for an unknown first.
Louis, I still love you. I still love you, Louis.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Louis said that you clearly forgot his name.
Okay. Where's those marks?
Okay, Lana, that's you. Do you need the other picture up, or can you choose from these pictures?
I think I can. Well, I know who I'm going for. So.
Okay, who are you going for?
So I'm going to go for someone who I actually played with, and because he scared me in my game that I wanted him gone, but he made it so far. Well, he further than me, and I was trying to get him out the entire game. I respected his game so much, so I am going to pick Bryce.
Okay. Ooh, is this Bryce? Am I wrong?
Oh no, Bryce is to the
top right.
Yes.
Yeah, right here, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, right there.
Oh my god!
Like the same.
Shut up! The screen is very small. The screen is very small. Okay. If I make the screen bigger, that's what makes me unable to do things.
Oh yeah, you gotta see.
Okay, Lana, so you are choosing Bryce based on how you know him from his gameplay.
Yes.
What about his gameplay scared you?
He played a really good game. It wasn't that let me change that. I wasn't scared. I was more impressed. I was more impressed by his game because the way he played it to a point where he was, at first you would think he was playing under the radar, but then he really wasn't. Behind the scenes, he was making the choices and was playing people, and you didn't even know you were getting played by Bryce. You're like, and then, yeah, his showmance with Emily and whatever. That's what.
Wait, did they actually have a showmance?
It really wasn't. They were friends. They knew each other.
It was the name put on it.
It was the name, but I had no idea him and Emily were that close throughout the game until it was too late. No. And so I really respected his game very much. So I had to pick him.
I like Bryce. Bryce is a good pick, Lana. He's a good pick.
My only worry for Bryce is he and I are good friends outside of Sequester and like through the org world and all that. And like the one thing I've specifically saw in his game was that he does tend to drift when he gets comfortable towards the cocky side. So I worry in a cast like this, where the last time he played, like not to rip on the rest of the cast, where a lot of them were like new players that like we're still getting used to it, and like that's a big step in this. But you're throwing him in here with like 9 to 12 people that have played this before and played it well. So I worry that if he gets too into his head when he gets into that comfortable spot, if he does, that it'll end up hurting him more than it'll end up helping him. But
I think that's a part of his game that he knows that he has to adjust because he's like, it's not his first time around the rodeo. He's played before. He knows the ins and outs, and he adjusted in our game, like you said, with a bunch of newbies. Because I was one of them. I was like, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know how he played, but he was from what I've heard, he didn't play the same from this game to the next game. So I think he knows how to adjust.
Yeah, when he was talking after his last mini where he was dragged at 3, like the first thing he said coming out of there, he's like, I was way too cocky coming out of that. Like I got to fix that. So he's self-aware, which I think is all you have to be here. So
to that question go
ahead, Jacob. What?
To that question that just came up, I think pairs that both of them have played will be targeted more than like one person playing and the other person not playing. So I can potentially feel like a Bryce and Emily or a just some other groups that have both played together can be targeted, opposed to like one person not playing and then one person playing, if that makes sense.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Then again, like personally, relationships I feel are more threatening than is actual people who played before. If
1,000%.
You know, going into jury, to me, that's a threat. So personally, I feel like a lot of people are going to be targeting people just duos because you don't want to bring duos if your duo is gone to jury.
I can see that.
I think that this gives Bryce and Emily though a leg up because their relationship is very tenuous, right? Like they don't have a strong relationship, so they can easily be like, "I'm not really playing with them. I'll cut them whenever. Let's go,"
Yeah.
and people will believe it.
She's done it before. She's dropped in the Final Four before, so she can do it again. She can do it again.
So I think some of the other that a tart line there, Jacob. But yeah, they either so they'll make it easy to separate the two of them, but other of them we'll see. So is it my turn now?
Yep.
Yes, it is, Queen.
Yay! Well, as salty as I am that he didn't choose me to play with him, I gotta take the other half of Luzi. And I really am salty about it because I think that Louis and I would play an awesome duo game together. He's like super cutthroat as a player, but he's also like super, I don't know, malleable. Like he's very flexible. He's willing to like go one way and then the other way. He's willing to stand up and say what needs to be said. We saw him in the emo, and I didn't even get to see all the emo, but people sent me clips of him in the situation with Cammy where he was like taking off his beard and being like, shut up, and they were trying to convince him to vote for himself. And he convinced Cammy to save him. So I think that he's really convincing, and I think that he's got like a really strong backbone, but he's also able to kind of slide away. I don't think he's only gone pre-jury once in the game that we played together. No, I guess he went pre-jury at Winners at War too, right?
I guess so. But I want to say his first pre-jury, I don't think that had anything to do with the game that Louis. I mean, I guess you have to say it has to do with the game that he was playing, but like, I don't think he really got time to play a game in the first game with us. And I think that he would have made it exceptionally far in the Winners at War game if it didn't come to a situation.
I agree. He made really great relationships. And that's one thing Louis does is he makes like a relationship where you feel like he is like down for you forever, and like he clearly isn't, or else I would be on this board with him. But that's okay. But that's okay. He makes really great like emotional connections with people, and like he usually generally means them, like even outside of the game. So I mean, I think it'll be interesting to see him play. I'm excited to see how he guides his friend through this game, and if he's willing to drop his friend, because Louis does have, that's like probably his weakness, is that people are saying he's going to get wheeled out now because I picked him, but I think his weakness is probably that he is a very loyal player. So we'll see what happens.
You think that's a weakness?
Playing with his friend. I think that's the way that people can poke at him, is because you can get him to mess up his game. Oh God, I'm like throwing my friend under the bus right now. But I mean, like he threw away his game for you, Jacob, and I feel like if you poke at Louis in a soft spot, which is his friends, and when you're playing with your best friend, it might be kind of easy to poke at that spot to be like, I'm picking out your friend. We'll see if Louis is able to let that friend go, or if he's gonna try to fight for him.
Yeah, I don't think loyalty is a flaw in an average game of Sequester, but I think that again with the theme that we have here, dying on the sword for somebody that you're tied with could totally be a red flag to a lot of people. Could end up being like game breaking for you as an individual if it gets to you. So.
Now John is a player, like people have been saying. He's a fan of Survivor and stuff, so he might not take it personally. He and Louis might have like that kind of relationship where they're like, cool, we're gonna cut each other, no biggie, game outside of game. But I don't know. It might, when a push comes to shove, we'll see if Louis is gonna stand by his man.
Is this like?
What I will say though, real quick, is that one thing I really loved about Aman in the Winners at War game was his ability to really make me feel like Puya wasn't his number one. And the fact that those two mother truckers got to the end was because of his ability to make others feel like he was willing to drop him on a dime. And I feel like a lot of these players right now have that ability, and I think Louis is one of those. To make people feel like he could care less about John, and possibly get those two to the end. So
that's true. If John turns his back on Louis first, all bets are off. Louis will come.
I'm about to say with that because I feel like John don't know the man, but heard some good things about John. But like I don't know, everything that you said, like Suzi and Muna definitely got me excited to see Louis play again because like he is loyal to a fault and he is passionate about the relationship that he formed, and that's an aspect that I think I made my drink a little bit too strong, so I feel like I'm getting like teary-eyed talking about Louis. But I don't know why. But I love the guy.
What is it, war trauma? We can't resurface that, right?
But no, that I could potentially see like John like saying like, hey, I haven't played before, like. I want to be in this thing and I want to be lit in this thing. I want to make a name for myself in this thing, and so like I could definitely see it going both ways.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see how they played together and apart, but I'm excited to see what these two do because one's a gamer we know and one's a gamer we don't know at all.
Yeah,
perfect description.
And that brings us up to Muna, right? Yeah. So, Muna, do you need the other picture or are you good with this one?
I'm good with this one because I already know who I want to pick.
Okay. So, are you gonna pick the boy?
Which boys?
I don't know who you picking. I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I'm picking up one of the Khalids, and I first and foremost, I have absolute so much love and gratitude for these two. And if I could get those two, I absolutely will. But my first pick is going to be Khalid. That's going with the name Caleb. I don't know how he's gonna pronounce it, but and I'm gonna pick him for a specific reason, and that reason is I played with him at the Hero vs. Villains game, and I know he played a game before that, and both of the games he absolutely flopped, and I feel like this is his game. This is gonna be his comeback game, and let me tell you why. Khalid has the ability to his greatest strength is his social game. I truly think that he's like the male version of me when it comes to connecting with other people, and his ability to adapt and make people feel like that trustworthy and that person you want to take to the end. I'm a strong believer that social game is the most dominant thing you have to have. Social game and adaptability, specifically adaptability, to really do well in this game. And I think that's bigger than strategy in itself. And I think Caleb has that. And in regards to his strategy,
nah, Muda, you said it. Rip him. You said it.
Why I specifically pick him? I pick him because the other Khalid, you are a bigger threat than him. And one thing I told the other Caleb is that he is very trustworthy. I feel like he's somebody who other players would want to have in this game. And with him having you, if he's able to have you throughout the whole game, he's able to be in the best position possible because you are, quote unquote, a bigger threat in regards to playing other games and making it to jury and etc. And you're going to have to play a different game in that sense. But with Caleb, he's able to really put himself in a great spot. I think the only thing that might tear him down is his strategy. In the Heroes versus Villains, he made the mistake of, when his name going out, he made the mistake of going after Rachel Swindler. And that's, I feel like as a player, you're more of a viewer than you are a player. And the last thing a person wants to do is take out a big person in the beginning because you want the game to be interesting. And
never mind.
No, keep going, bigger.
No, I was gonna say because nothing. Sorry, Mona. I was gonna say something shady. Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going, but I think it can really grow and build from his game, and I think what his mistake was, he should have gone towards somebody who had less game, a less social strategy, and just less compared to him. But I do think that after he hasn't played in a while, and I feel like he's learned a lot, and I think if he's grown in his strategy games, he can be a killer player in this game. So yeah, I'm going with Caleb.
And he's such a fan. He's such a fan of the game that I feel like he's watching. Throw that shade. Like, I can't. It was to Rachel Swindler, but I like Rachel Swindler. Backpedaling. But no, I think he's such a fan of the game And I think like he's been studying the game and watching a lot of the games. I think like he has a strategy built out. And I feel like the last couple of games that he's played, he's just like improving, constantly improving in the games that he would play in this one. So I'm like super excited to see him play.
Also, I think Khalid.
I also think that he has a meat shield. God, no, I'm saying it. As much as I hate that word. I hate that word. So he has a shield. His cousin is such a more well-known player because he plays so much more often that he has him as a shield, because if they're going to go after one of the two of them, they're going to go after the cat is really excited that I said that word, but they're going to go after Khalid instead of Caleb, and so that they can weaken them. And I think they're underestimating Caleb, to be honest. Khalid.
Both of them are so nice and sweet. It's just like
Yeah. Apparently people disagree with me.
Excuse me, Suzi. No. Hey, Khalid. Hey, I stand you.
I'm just saying that's what I think is going to happen. I'm not saying that's what people should do. What I'm saying is they're underestimating your cousin if they do that. Khalid. Am I saying it right? I'm like looking at the chat as they're trying to like give me pronunciation skills. Okay, Ryan, our tall king, our giant king, that leads it up to you.
I get two here, right? Are we doing snake draft?
You do get two. You get two back.
Oh, perfect. I'll do them one at a time, though. So, I don't know. I'm conflicted here. I got thrown into this a little bit. So, I've been in a rush to figure out who I'm going to pick. And the comments in chat coming for me aren't helping anything. However, I think I have my first pick. Although I think I'm setting myself up for failure on how I'm going to... Is it Lana? I don't know. I don't think I'm saying it right. From the 6-6 mini.
Is that Lavina's sister?
Yeah, Lavina's sister. I don't know much about her. I'm a numbers guy, and I know I'm going off of Rob third place status here. But I also I know a strong woman playing when I see one. So from what I saw from her playing, I 100% respect it. I want her easily as my first pick here.
14-year-old king, Ryan.
This is so fun. You guys are so fun. I love it. I'm totally 14, of course.
I actually during her mini, Lavina was doing the commentary with me, and it was like the most confusing thing ever, because I was just like I opened up the room and I was like, Lavina is in two places. They look so similar to me, and I think it's going to create some confusion that's going to be hilarious.
Suzi, did you put Lavina? I think you put Lavina on there on Ryan's team.
Yeah, it's the wrong picture.
No, that's
Lavina. That's Lavina.
I think her sister is right there. Yeah.
Yeah, with the.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Suzi was like, they look so much alike that I put the picture right there.
Dang it. I was really proud of myself earlier for being like, remember, Lavina is in the mirror, and Lavina has okay. I'm terrible. Please screw up. Drink. There will be plenty more pictures screw up. Okay, so I saw her game, and she had a robbed drag as well. People were really upset when she got dragged because she was playing an amazing game, and she really was she was set to win it, and then Maddie dragged her, and Maddie got a lot of heat for that drag. Poor girl. That was her first game too, but I think that she's only played one, but she killed it in that first one, and I think that she has a reputation that rivals her sisters easily already.
Yeah, that was my thought process. That was my thought process with it as well. Is that we have a ton of strong returnees here, but I didn't want one that's played 4 or 5 and really shown their game through and through here. For the most part, we're going on one game of experiences here, and I was impressed with that. So works for me.
There's a good question in the chat about if we have any winners playing. Josh is the only winner we have that's playing.
My bro.
Maybe I should have saved that little tidbit. Ryan, I think you have a second pick.
Are we
here.
going right into my second pick? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going away from the returnee.
Oh,
trend here.
Louis is also a winner. Louis is also
Are they trying to be like strategic with this, or are they trying to?
Wow. Wow.
Louis, take your fence. Take your fence.
Louis, we love you.
Aren't three of y'all supposed to know the winners here? They're
I'm
all
about to
season
say.
one
No,
winners.
I said Louis, and y'all.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Look, I'm a newbie, so I don't know any of that. So
No, Lana,
you
you're
know
not.
me.
Lana and I are removed from this.
I'm getting out of this
I was
all
gonna say
together.
No.
your name. You know where you're going.
Louis Louis over. Louis over.
Louis over.
You just gotta mess it up, don't you? You just gotta
Mm.
mess up. Hey,
Yeah.
Louis,
So sad.
can we be Jalou?
I'm just gonna
I
stay out of
don't know.
this
That
conversation.
Jalou doesn't have
I'm
twice now.
No, it's
Yes, it-
jacuzzi. It's jacuzzi, Jacob.
Oh, jacuzzi! I love it. Jacuzzi.
That would be me
That
and
would be
Jacob.
her
That would be
too.
me and Jacob.
That's
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were saying with Susie. That's my bad.
No, same with Louis.
I thought
Yeah.
you were trying to take.
No,
Louis'
that we
spot.
are. That's cute.
Yeah.
I know. Me and Susie have a name.
Keep it for the future. Yeah,
Luca.
Luca.
Luca. That's cute. I like that.
Okay, well, I'm
Okay.
over here dead. So I think this is going to be my last podcast, y'all.
Luca.
Oh my god. I picked Louis, so I feel like it's okay that I also
No,
forgot
it's
that
not.
he was.
It's not. It's not.
No, they can't
You
beat each
needed
other
to be
out.
humble. That was
Mm.
purposeful. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I've humbled a lot tonight. So Ryan, why don't
Yeah,
you go
I'll
straight
jump.
to
So
your
I'm moving away from the returnees. I want a newbie on my team, and I'm going
Okay.
with a familiar face. It's the closest I think I'm gonna end up getting to picking someone from my cast. I'm gonna pick Daniel Kennedy's boyfriend, Dustin, for my team. Again, I come from like the org community. So does Dustin. I played with him, and he's kick ass. I mean, he's from people that I've played with. Dustin has one of the better social games that I've had to experience. He had me sold from the second I met him, and knowing how his boyfriend plays and being able to play with Daniel, I don't doubt for a second that Dustin's going to bring just as much fire.
Oh,
In all
dang.
honesty, my only concern is that obviously Daniel's coming in here as a huge threat with how good of a game he's played recently, and I worry that Dustin's going to be more of like a way that people are trying to weaken Daniel than they are just taking out Dustin because they respect him for what he's doing, which I think that might be something that a lot of people face in this game, but that's the biggest hurdle that I worry for him. But
I think it's a good point. But especially if, like you said, if he's known as a gamer a little bit, then they really don't want the two of them teaming up. You know, especially like we said, we don't know if these gamers are going to play together or play separately. I can see our sisters or our twins like backstabbing each other a little bit faster than the boyfriends.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that those two will turn against each other for a second. Knowing how both of them are, I could totally see it.
What about y'all? Have y'all ever heard of Dustin? And I'm not in the org community. I like literally only heard about the org community when I started playing Sequester. So okay, we're gonna take. We're gonna take your. What's this mean, Brent? What is this?
He's a gamer. He's a gamer. He's from the org community. He's a gamer.
They're synonymous.
If Dustin Atlas.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, so I don't know which one is gonna last longer here, but it'll be interesting to see.
I mean, if everyone's taking my word for it, in that case, Dustin is no threat. You don't have to worry about him at all. He'll be no worry of you guys. So that's what I have to say.
Ryan, I really like your picks, TBH.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, they're good picks. I feel like you might be more knowledgeable than us.
No, not more than me.
I'm definitely not that. I can promise you that.
This is what Brent was trying to say.
No, I would never.
Yes, Brent, call him out.
Listen, this is not Terrence's show where we take comments from the gamers to try to downplay their games. Okay?
No, game respects game. I'm gonna be straight up about it. Game respects game.
Yeah.
I respect the pick, Ryan.
So, I mean, I don't know if they're gonna take Dustin out or Daniel out first to weaken one the other. But it'll be interesting to see because I think they're both probably huge threats.
I just
Now
hope
Dustin-
whichever one they do take out, it's because it's against the individual and the respect for their game rather than trying to weaken the other. But people will come with every reason they want.
Yep, every single reason. Okay, Muna, that leads us to you.
Ooh, right back at it. Okay, I'm gonna do somebody on a whole different spectrum, and I'm gonna stand by it. I'm doing Joe the Show, and the reason why is me.
I was gonna take him.
Personality and being somebody who loves to play this game and have a good time. As a viewer and as a player, you have to respect. You want to come into this game and have a good time. You want to play with players who are entertaining, and you want to play with players who are just gonna bring some shit and some shit that you might rock with or you might not rock with. And what I love about Joe the Show is that you love him or you hate him, but you know who he is. And so I think he's gonna bring a lot of entertainment. He's gonna bring a lot of joy, and I think he's gonna bring strategy in the sense where he's somebody who you always know what he's gonna do. He doesn't keep it a secret. He just says it out loud, and that's something that he has shown in his other games. And as a player, you want to, personally for me, people who I don't know where they're at and who they're with are bigger threats to me than people who are not, the people who are just randomly saying out loud and who you know has who you know their threat is A, B, or C. So I think Go to Show, he's gonna come in there as a big threat, but I do think people are gonna respect him being who he is and trying to have a good time because this is a private game. So I think it's gonna be fun, and I think a lot of people know it's gonna be fun. So I'm picking Joe the Show, and he's a lion, and I love lions and I love sharks. Period. So put him up there.
I respect that. I was honestly going to pick him. I honestly was going to.
Lana, really?
I honestly was. He was
Plot twist of the century.
I was going to pick him because I was like, if I can get one more shot, I was going to take him because I respect his game. Like I said, beyond everything else, I might not have liked the way he played it, but I respect his game, and I would have definitely wanted him on my team if I would have had that chance.
I was about to say what Jacob just said. If he's on your side in the game, he's the best ally you can have because you know he'll go to bat for you more than anybody else, and he'll go to bat for you with 100% energy, which I know a lot of allies can't say. So
exactly, I agree.
Yeah, I guess my concern with Joe the Show is we've got a lot of players here who are not familiar with Sequester necessarily, and I don't know what they're going to make of this guy. I feel like there are going to be some people who are going to be like, I can't hang with this dude, and there are going to be some people who are going to be like, we need him as a shield in front of us. That's right, I just said shield. But he does, I mean, I don't know. We'll see how far he can get because I think that we have a lot of really strong personalities in this game, and they might be like, we don't need that big of a shield. We've got like 5 or 6 or 7 shields here that we can play around a lot easier because it's hard to play around Joe. It's like he's like a huge boulder in the road, and yes, he's protecting you from enemies on the other side, but you're also like, I can't get around him.
Yeah, he's also building his resume at the same time, I feel like. And so I love
you can't let him get too far. You cannot let Joe get too far, or else because he can out-talk anybody. He can out-talk me, you know.
But then again, he did out-talk his final 2, and he still didn't win.
That's true.
So that's true.
He out-talked himself.
Your biggest enemy is yourself sometimes.
I think he's just a really good person to bring towards into Jerry, just because he's a big threat, he's a big shield, but also like he does out-talk himself. So.
But if he can get into Final 5, I can see him just like killing it because he's going to be able to like win some immunities because he's also a smart player. He's not just a mouth. He's got like strategy behind his mouth. So you got to watch him. If there are challenges, he might just sneak up on you and come for you. So now I don't know how much his father is going to be a hindrance. But I don't think very much.
I think if anything, him having his dad in this game might benefit him. I mean, it's the polar opposite of the reasoning that I was saying for other people, where you're going to be a target if you're playing with another strong player. And like nothing against Papa Show here, but it might benefit Joe to have some like that he doesn't have another like strong player that he's playing alongside. Like maybe his dad will bring the show, but at a surface level, looking at this cast, like it's not a a connection that you're immediately afraid of right off the bat. So.
Mm-hmm. Joe has talked a lot about how his dad doesn't really know how to use the internet, etc., and that he's going to have to practice even using StreamYard with him. Now, is Joe talking out his ass? Maybe, but like the point is like nobody's really counting Papa Show in. So Joe's almost coming in as an independent player, and since he's already like a hurricane. He could take it whole. Oh, he could take it down.
I'm interested to see how it works out. Because this is not like you said, it's not like a cast full of people who don't know him. These are people who know who he is, and he got to come with a game that either he go still be Joe the Show, and it's go either take him to the end or it's go take him out early. I don't think it's an either or with Joe the Show. I think either he in there for the long haul or he out.
That's a good point, Lana.
He reminds me of Sarah Yell in some ways because he plays even though he's a loyal player, he plays a very independent game.
Yes.
And he's also just like really willing to be like, okay, and do what needs to be done. So I think that it'll be interesting to see him play what will essentially be what we're considering an individual game if we're not really counting Papa Show that much toward his game versus all the duos.
I'm saying Papa Show from here on out. He is Papa Show from here on out for me.
He is Papa Show. And some people are saying that Joe's gonna say his papa's name first. Possibly. He's going to get his daddy first boot. Who knows? It's
going to be.
I don't know. I'm excited to see it. All right. I am sticking my loyalty is too deep, but I also think this player has an amazing chance. I'm going with another member of the Podquester crew, and I'm taking Comeback Charlie.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't call it a comeback. He's been here for years.
That's what's up.
He has some of the most chill game ever, but at the same time, he's really strategic. You know, it takes a lot to get that man vertical, but when he does, the game is over. And we don't call him Comeback Charlie for no reason. He is like a boomerang. You know, you can't get rid of him. So I think that if you try to drag Charlie, this is a man who's going to talk you out of dragging him. I think it's going to be a lot of I think he's going to fly under the radar until jury, and then it's going to be hard to get him out of your shoe.
Mm-hmm. What I will say is you better not get Charlie out the first 5 rounds because he will come back and he will get vengeance. So don't because I know it's gonna be that comeback version. So don't get Charlie out because he will come for you.
I think the numbers speak for themselves with Charlie. Like you either get him out very early, which Hamuna said he'll probably come back, which is like in Heroes vs. Villains he was third boot. Yeah. But then the past 2 times you put Charlie on the scene in these private minis, it's 6th place in prom, 7th place in the international mini. Like when you're that consistent with placements, you're doing something right. So
yeah, I kind of want to see my 2 people play together. I think Charlie and Louis actually have similar games, and that they're both very loyal and very passionate, and both under the radar, and strategic people who people don't start looking at either of them that much until jury lately, and they're also playing a lot so that people know their game, but they also don't know their game because they keep switching it up. They're both very adaptive players, so I think that both members of Team Suzi have a good chance of going very far, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them sitting in a final 2 together.
So basically, Team Suzi wins, is what Suzi is saying.
I'm just saying, do we need to finish the draft? Because I've already picked the winner.
I mean, we all know Audrey's going to pull out the first double wheel elimination tomorrow, and it's going to be Louis and Charlie back to back. So
basically,
or they're going to drag each other. They're gonna hate each other in the game and drag each other or some shit.
No, they're definitely gonna connect. They're definitely gonna connect, and I can see a John Louis. I don't want to out there. I don't know.
No, out it.
So go ahead.
I can see a John Louis and Charlie alliance, and whoever Charlie is with. I don't know who Charlie's with, but I think
He's his twin.
Oh yes. I'm excited to see Charlie play. I think he's going to be fun. I think he's going to be like you said, Louis. I think him and Louis kind of play similar type of games. And Nini, I've never been on a wheel. True story. Oh, true tea, huh? But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Charlie play. And I think Suzi, you do have a stacked team, but I think they can trip over each other in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I can see them taking each other out or exposing each other's games or pulling some shit on each other that's gonna make me pull my hair out tomorrow night.
I can see Louis. Whatever. I can see Louis kind of voting Charlie out, but I can't see Charlie voting Louis out.
I can see them voting each other out. Here's what I really think. I think that neither of them will want to sit next to each other in a final two.
Oh, that's a fact.
Because they do play similar games.
But I don't think both of them will get to that point, though.
I think that they will get to that point.
Well,
That's why I drafted them.
That's why we drafted them.
All right. Lana's next. So Lana, why don't you round up?
Okay, so as you all know, I am new to this, so I don't really know a whole lot of people in this and who's played and who hasn't played. But I did see that I'm going to go with somebody who I haven't seen play. I don't even know if they played, but I'm going to go with Billy. And this is why. And this is why. Billy is Joshua's sister. And this is why.
Oh.
Because Joshua has won the game before, and I think people will come after him before they come after her. And I think, and as much as we say we don't like meat shields or whatever, because I don't like that word, but I do think he'll be a protector for her, and she can maybe make connections and get her way further in the game, because people are going to be so concerned about Joshua. He won already. We don't want to take him. He's a winner. That she might be able to get her way through a little bit further and possibly pull off the upset that nobody might even see coming. So I'm going to go with Billy. And
I like that.
Yeah, I think that Billy, like, nobody really knows much about Billy. Josh hasn't really talked about Billy, kept it on the DL. So this is an unexpected player, and we've seen first-time players win a lot. You know, Ryan and myself, for example.
Oh, Suzi, get out of here.
But I'm just saying, we've seen a lot of first-time winners. So, yeah, if these first-time players come together, that would be smart as hell to take out these. I want to see Papa Show at the front of that alliance.
No one has drafted Papa Show.
Is that you saying you're drafting?
Maybe if two of us have fans here and don't just want to show all our cards right off the bat.
I'm just saying.
But I want to quickly say about Billy is I also agree with what you're saying, too, and I think being somebody who hasn't talked to anybody on this cast and having any connections, when you start the game, people are going to want to work with you because they just assume that you don't have as many connections as everybody else might have. And so they're in this, I think they're going to be in a great position where people are going to want to come to them and want to have these conversations and want to work with them. And I think it's a really great spot to be in.
Yeah, and I hope that she wants to cut Josh. I got to be honest, if I was playing with either of my siblings, I'd be like, let's go, cut him out, you know?
Yeah.
So, I hope that she is willing to be a little bit, like, savage on this.
Yeah, that's why.
It would be fun to be like, yeah, you won, but who got you out?
Right.
That
is why my siblings said they would never play, because they know I would come for them hard, too. I'm they got to go, too.
If my siblings ever even uttered the name Jacob, I would really knock out time.
Boom.
So. My partner won't play. My partner's like, no, I don't think
my sister's like, nah.
I'm waiting for me because my sister is so more extra than me, and it's just going to be a great combination.
I think my girlfriend's going to play soon, which I'm excited for.
I'm seriously trying to talk one of my sisters into playing with me. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying real hard.
I would love it.
I told her she has to play before she can get an engagement ring. But that's another subject.
Dang, I feel like that's gonna be tough. That's Blockbuster at night.
And she has to do better than me.
I'm about to say, wait a minute. I just felt that in my soul when you said that. You ain't even supposed to say stuff like that.
Yeah. Tell her to hit me up on Twitter. I will give her all the guidance. I will give her all the.
Let me. Yeah. Tell her to hit me up.
Blame it down to alcohol.
We need to talk. Okay, I'm done.
All right, Jacob, it's your turn. And who are you? You're talking Papa Show, or do you have your eye on somebody else?
So I get 2 picks right now, right?
Yep, back to back.
Okay, so.
Oh Lord, she's so extra.
So this is what we're gonna do. So I'm debating right now. I'm confused. I'm debating because I have 4 picks in mind, but I only get 2 right now. So my first pick is a very, very under the radar player that I know is a huge fan of this and that has been continuously watching, and that I just asked was he going to play balls to the wall, and he has yet to respond to me. And I think by his history of watching how he kind of messed up last game and what he can do to improve this game, I think is going to come into a successful run. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to go with who was actually playing my game with me in the Final 3. He got dragged. But I'm going to go for Zach.
Okay. Zach is giving us looks, so I'm into it.
I'm going to go. I have faith that Zach will, because he's a huge fan of this show. So I'm thinking a huge fan of this. They know the game. They know the certain twists, and they know the elements to turn it the hell up, And so that's what my fingers are crossed for Zach with. I'm gonna try to talk to him, but he has to play a complete. Oh yes, 1000%. He cannot play the same game. I feel like he cannot play the same game up to a certain point. I think he cannot play the same game up to a certain point because the game was successful where he made it to. He got dragged at Final 4. And so I don't think that's just pegged on luck. I think a little bit of skill is trickled into that. He needs to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so I'm thinking he knows when to turn it up, and he knows when to voice his thoughts, and he knows when to let the haves have and let the have not sit and ponder. So that's what I'm super looking forward to.
Yeah, I think I'm excited too. I don't remember his game that well. It's been a minute, but I'm excited to see the looks he's given us just based on this picture, to be honest.
Bad.
Muna, what were you going to say?
Yeah, what I was going to say is I freaking love Zach, and I was going to pick him. So forget you, Jacob.
Hey, Muna, great minds think alike.
That was my next pick, so I'm glad at least it was never.
But what I want to say about Zach is he definitely did play an under the radar game, but he's not an under the radar person. And he strategically played an under the radar game that time. And what I've noticed about players who played their first game and then also played their second game, it is usually different. And it's usually better where they are able to adapt and change to what is needed for them to win. So I definitely think Zach is I feel like he's going to do great in this game. So I'm really excited to see him play because he hasn't played for a long minute. So I'm excited.
He hasn't played since the first mini that I won. And so, I have a lot of faith in 5'9", LOL, almost 2 months. Literally, that's so insane. But yeah, I have a lot of high hopes for Zach in this game.
Yeah. I mean, like they said, 2 months is probably 20 years in sequester time. So it's really good for him that he's getting to come without as much of a recency thing that my team has right now. Come on, guys, y'all are screwing me up. Play less. If they win, though, I'll be happy. So. Okay, and you have a second pick here.
And this is where it gets a little bit funky. Okay.
We like it.
So I have three. I have my eyes on 3 people.
Okay.
And One is tied to just because I completely love this person and me and this person are super close. The other one is tied to because this person is super sweet. I'm just wondering if that person can turn it on to make a move. And the third person that I think I'm going to pick is a strategic person that I'm hoping could calm itself down to make it further in the game than that person has previously made. I'm a tease. So I'm going to go with my third pick, who I think is very strategic. And I'm hoping that this person could lessen the volume and the veracity of their name in this game.
Okay.
Oh, fingers crossed. Positive vibes, positive auras. I am going to go for Lavina.
No!
That's so mad.
I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
At this point, you're asking to throw hands at this point.
I've enjoyed watching her play anytime she's played, and I've been a super fan. But like the veracity, like I feel like she plays like pretty aggressive, and I feel like the thing about Lavina is I feel like she has good momentum because if you look back on the games that she's played, her name wasn't going out early, but the middle game is kind of when she started to really go hard, and her name kind of started to pop up, and so I think that she has kind of like I haven't talked to her, but that she has reevaluated her game and the strengths and the weaknesses that she has and the ways to improve that. And so my fingers are crossed for Lavina in this game. And so, yeah.
I love Lavina, and I find her so intelligent about the game as well. Like I said, we did commentary together when her sister played, and I think that she was able to really, it's easier to see the big picture when you're commentating, but she was able to kind of see ahead of what was happening already, and I think that is a skill that's really hard in Sequester because it's such a fast game that oftentimes you are really grappling to the moment that you're in, and especially if you're ever on the block, then you really have to play round by round. But Lavina thinks ahead of the game, and I think that her sister does that too. So
Yeah.
I think that she has a big chance, and I'm super jealous.
I think she's gonna, and even if y'all tuned into the Podquester show with Saturday's game, Merch was saying that like a lot of like attractive like women make it far in Sequester. And I'm like, Lavina seems like she's a beautiful person, and so like, but she has so much strategy and so much like smarts to put into this game, and she loves it and is passionate about the game, and she studies the game. That I feel like she is really going to make me proud that I drafted her. And just a lot of people look at her and that I feel like she already has respect, but for people to put a lot more winner respect on her name. And so I'm super excited to watch her play.
Yeah, I think so too.
In my 2 cents, I do have to say I freaking adore her gameplay, and she is definitely a strategic person, which is why I feel like she hasn't made it all the way to the end. Is that sense of strategy being, I guess, like ahead of social, and I think if she's able to focus on building relationships to guide her, is what will get her to that end.
Yeah, I absolutely see your point because she is thinking so far ahead in the game that she's often not making those social connections that we see get you to the end. So she's taking steps, and maybe she needs to incorporate more of the people into it. And we'll see exactly. Her and her sister together are a huge threat. There's no way that people are going to let them get to jury together. I mean, that they're just like a powerhouse. They are to me the most duo on the board. So I think that that's the biggest concern is are they, which ones are you going to go for first?
And she's really scrappy too.
Yeah.
And so I'm like
I think that's what we're going to get. That's going to be the good fight.
I'm super looking forward to my drafts kicking your draft's ass, Suzi.
Shots fired. Pow, pow. Hey.
You know what was cute when we had Jacob on, but
it was nice knowing you, Jacob.
Jacob who?
Jacob who? Jacob what? Jacob
No, but I think I think we might have a pretty even match on our hands. We'll see who I get third, but also just because you stole my girl doesn't mean that I'm still going to count her wins towards me.
Susie's gonna be like, no, I won.
You're like, that was my pig. You just stole her. The wheel gave you her before me.
Oh my goodness.
The wheel does not decide the draft. It's my hosting gig. I get to decide. All right. Thank you, Jacob. And now we go into Lana.
So let's see. I'm torn actually too between two people. One is because I just really like this person, and I just like this person, and I think they're gonna do well. But the other is because
why is Ryan like me right now?
I'm so on edge. I hate it.
Okay. The other is because I mean I like both of them, and that's the problem. I like them both, and I like their game, and it's so equally matched that I want them. But
Lana, just don't pick who I want. That's all I ask.
I mean, I don't know who you want. So I don't know. I'm going to pick the other college because that's I like him. I like how he play, and I have seen him play, and I like how he played, and I think it'll be an interesting matchup to see how he plays with his cousin and how they, navigate this whole thing. And then I like to see him play with the other players because all these people, like we say, all these people have done this thing. Most of them, anyway, have done this thing, and they're good at what they do. They're good in this game, and so I'm like, how would their games match up and stack up against these other players? And a lot of these picks are just me picking because I just pick, and I love these people. A lot of these people are just because I like them, and some are just because I just feel like they can have a good shot in this game. But Khaled is somebody who I like, and I think he'll have a good play in this game. I just think he would. I just like him. So that's my pick.
No, I was so close to picking Khaled earlier. I mean, we've all spoken with him. We've all interacted with him. He's one of the most genuine, nice guys, which is reflected in how he plays this game, and he plays it well. The only reason I hesitated is obviously he is one of the people coming off of a real high after his last game, fourth place in international in a tight Final Four vote, this close to bringing it home. I mean, I think is going to reflect well in how he plays again this time around. But
yeah, I mean, I think the lucky thing is that wasn't a Patreon mini. So hopefully maybe fewer people saw that one. I don't think so because that was a really popular game. And it was a really good game. So it's not even like he swept a boring game. He swept a good game. So I think it'll be a little bit difficult for him to not be seen as a threat. And I also think that what will be interesting is that he and his cousin will hopefully be going by different names during this. I know that they are for this, so hopefully they will be doing that. But I would almost go by the same name to keep the confusion up.
That's iconic.
Confusion.
I'm gonna think like that. I'd both go by Khaled, and they don't look that much alike, but they look similar enough on a small screen that we've seen people make bigger screw ups in the past. So I feel like you mean go without the other Khaled.
I'm curious if one of them will join a room and everyone will get quiet thinking it's the other one, since they do look fairly enough alike as cousins, but it should be interesting.
I'm really excited to see him play because I feel like, and I watched part of the international mini, but when Marcelo got kicked off, I kind of stopped watching. I don't know if he played a ruthless kind of cutthroat aggressive game, and I'm super looking forward because I like him, and so I'm super looking forward to see if he will turn that on its complete opposite head, and basically got my choppers up, and anyone who want to get shot, they can get shot and sprayed down. You know what I mean? So I'm super looking forward to seeing that kind of transition and evolution of his game at this time.
Yeah. Do y'all think that he's a very strategic player?
What I will say is
he's a social.
He is a very phenomenal social player, which is why he's able to play under the radar. He's able to. His game is centered around pulling on people's heartstrings. He's able to make people feel like they absolutely need him in the next round because he's trustworthy and he's somebody who you want to have into the next because he makes you feel like that one-on-one connection is genuine and I think honestly believe it is. So it's this sense of he's able to play under the radar. In the game I was playing, he didn't have to say anybody's name. Throughout games because he was good with a little bit of everybody. I do think this is the game where, like you said, he's gonna have to push out a little bit, do a lot of listen to that, and get a little messy.
And I feel like that's what the private minis are like. If I play in the private mini, I feel like that's what it's for you to like try off different things because like even though it's still a game and it's still the content of the big game that you put your all into it, but your name isn't going on the leaderboard if you like win that game. So I feel like you playing super like balls to the wall is like what we should all aspire to do. And it's like not saying it's a practice round because these are phenomenal games, but I think
opinion in the chat.
But yes, I think this is the private minis are such a way for you to like try out different strategies and for you to go like execute and like plan it out, execute, fire, sign the alarms, and make it a fun game. And so
I think that he and Lavina have like opposite games is what I was thinking. It's really interesting because he's like he's a player that people keep around because he's so social and people are like, we can give him another round. I don't really want to do him this round. And Lavina is just like making strategic alliances. So I think that they both learn a little bit from one another on that case. Yeah, but I think that they're both excellent players, and I think that was a good steal there, Lana.
Thank you.
Oh, look at Lana trying to wake it up.
You know, wake it up. I've been here all day. I'm here.
Yes, you shut Jacob up real fast.
You're the one with all that vodka in your cup. I've been sober. I'm awake. I got coffee.
I'm good. Okay.
She is well caffeinated. All right, Muna, that comes to your third pick.
Yep. That'll be you, Suzi.
That's you, Suzi.
Yeah. Yes, that's exciting. Oh my gosh. All right. We know what that is. We know that was. That was us.
Everybody drink.
Not Jacob.
Yes. Wait, I'm almost done too.
Y'all hydrate. I ain't here drinking water. Y'all hydrate.
It is into my head.
So I am going to go with somewhat of an under the radar pick. I am going with Jennifer.
Yeah.
I don't have the preambles that some of y'all have. I just say it.
Suzi's not a tease.
No, I'm not. I get straight to the situation. What's up? So I'm going with Jennifer. Jennifer is an author. She's tried to play twice. She got like interneted out once. And then the second time, she kind of was a little bit of an early boot. So we haven't gotten to see her play that much. And I think that she is going to kind of bring it. She's, obviously a fan. This is her third game trying to play. So she's obviously been watching and thinking. And I think that she's going to be underestimated, too, because I think that people think that in a mother-son pair, that the son's going to be the more aggressive player or the better player, just based on, like, archetypes.
Who's her son?
Her son is Adam.
Who's Adam?
He hasn't played before.
Yeah, he hasn't played before.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I've never seen him play.
Wait, is he the one in the hoodie?
Yeah, the top of the screen. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So I think that, she's going to be a smart player. I think that she's going to be underestimated. And I don't think we've seen her really get a chance to play. So I think this is going to be one where she's going to be able to weave through under the radar, make her moves when she needs to make her moves. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see her top 5 or 6, honestly, before, and then she turns it on like a Sharifa kind of game where she really turns it up at the end and is kind of moving until then.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of playing with Jennifer. She was on my June 5th cast. And I can testify for her that more than probably anybody on this cast, she's excited to be back out here. I think she was robbed to hell in the last one. She went out in the highest even amount of votes, which I mean, like we've all played. We know that tends to be a bit of a crapshoot. It was like a tie vote, and it was between her and Noah, and she had unfortunately got the short end of the stick. But I don't doubt for a second that if she got past that, she was in it for the long haul. I know I personally wanted to play with her for as long as possible because, again, she's one of those people that's just so easy to get along with and like so sweet the second you get into a room with her and you start talking. So. I think this is her chance. I think this is the environment. I agree with you, Suzi, where I think she's going to thrive here. So,
yeah,
I'm looking forward to the aspect of where someone comes for. I didn't know it was a mother and son duo, but where someone comes from her little baby cub, and we get to see the mama bear jump all the way out. And so I'm super excited. So, because I haven't seen her play before, and so but she looks very sweet, and y'all are giving her high praises in this realm, and so I'm super excited to see her play.
I must say that's a good dynamic because if you see all the other dynamics, cousins, sisters, brother, that's the difference between a mother and a son. And so if somebody comes for somebody's child, you might see
but also don't come for somebody's mama. Like
exactly, that's what I'm saying. The dynamic between that is a total different thing from like a cousin and or a boy, even a boyfriend. Because it's like I get another boyfriend, you're not getting another mama, and you're not. You know what I'm saying?
Lana said you can get another boyfriend.
You get another boyfriend, but you're not getting another mama. You just not. So I would. That's a good something to. Yeah, I'm all about seeing that. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out. I mean, people will hopefully, I think, be a little too afraid to go for that duo at first. That might be, I mean, for one thing, you definitely don't want to go for either of them in a drag round because they'll get big mad. If you get one of them out, the other one's going to drag you later. So that's what I would watch out for sure. And I think, I'm looking forward to seeing her blossom in this mini and really get a chance to kind of ride the middle and then turn it up.
Exactly. Now it's
your turn, Muna.
Muna.
Sis has been waiting. Sis has been taking notes and getting
Muna
back moments.
Muna is the note queen.
Wait, Muna, who are you gonna pick?
Let me tell you.
That's what she's about to tell us, Jacob.
Oh, wait, Muna, can you look me in my eyes and say we see each other and don't go for one of the picks that I want?
I'm sorry, I take it back. Like all shade.
She can't see you, honey boo.
But okay, the person I'm going for is somebody who only played one game, and in that game, people identify this person as an under the radar player. However, I think they have been also. Who's laughing that hard?
Oh. Sorry, that's my background noise.
No worries. This player is somebody who is really under the radar, and someone I totally lost what I was going to say, but basically I don't know what I would say, whether or not they were strategic or social, because I think they were both in the middle. They were really somebody who was trying to really understand the first game. However, I do have to say they have all the tools that they need in order to play an amazing game. And I think after playing their first game, I think they're going to kill it, period, in this game. And that person who I'm choosing is Katie.
I knew it. I
was coming back for her.
Oh my God. I'm not going to choose her. Okay, Suzi's not going to choose her.
Oh, it's coming back with Katie.
I adored watching her, and I think it was really just trying to understand the game and where she stood and all that components. But her voice, and I think there's a lot of things that she has that can really set her up to play an amazing, amazing game. And I think if she really learned it from her first game, she can really kick the ass.
Hey, Mona, I think she is playing with a fire lit under her behind, and like just by like certain talks that I hear, I watched Katie's first game, and I think she understands the game now. I think we're definitely going to see like a new Katie versus what we saw the first game, which I'm super excited to see.
Okay.
So that was an amazing pick. Yeah,
that was a great pick. I was coming back because I played with Katie and I was ready to final and not going to the wheel for Katie was my biggest regret in that game because I said we should have gone to the wheel for Katie and just hope it landed on Emily or Bryce or somebody else. And so I totally respect that pick, Luna. I totally respect it. She is a great player. She played what you wanted. Some people say under the radar, but she was observant. She knew what she was doing. She was quiet, but she knew what she was doing.
Absolutely.
And she made people think she didn't know, but she knew. And that was my only regret in that game was one of my regrets was not picking Kate, was not going to the wheel for Katie. She's an awesome player. You picked it right. You picked it right. Yeah. I was coming for her next. I was coming for her.
I was ready. I said, ooh, period. Yeah, Katie, I'm really, really excited because she just holds all the tools to play a kick-ass game. And I definitely agree, Lana. She definitely was playing a game where she was acting like, but people didn't know what she was doing. But she really knew. She really knew.
Yeah, and definitely knew.
I'm excited to see her play an offensive game, though. I'm excited to see her throw out names. I'm excited to see her make the moves up front and how that would look like. So
I say with Katie, as an iconic queen once said, just don't come at her left because she will come at you right.
Right.
That is on what?
On the
period.
On the period. Queens recognize queens, and that happened right there because that's.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people in the game didn't see how Katie was playing and thought of her as a floater, and they were wrong because that is what a true UTR game is. Is y'all might not see it, but she could have. If she'd gotten to the final two, she could have laid it out point by point by point what she had done, and that's the difference between a floater and a UTR player. A UTR player is actually making moves and knowing what they're doing, and a floater is just kind of going from power to power, which is a valid. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get the chat so angry at me using floater and coaster and all sorts
which
of
are not bad terms and does not dictate a not good player, in my opinion.
You mean a bad player, Jacob?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Is devolving here. I love it. Yeah, so I think that people totally didn't see her game while they were in the game with her, but watching her from the outside, we knew what she was doing. So I don't know if people are going to respect that when they go in, or whether or not they won't realize, or if they didn't have a chance to watch her game, they may not know.
But here's the thing: I don't think she's going to play the same game coming into tomorrow.
I don't think
she's
so.
going to play a more upfront game.
She's not. She definitely. And I think having a security blanket as I think this is a unique cast where you have someone, even if you want to throw them under the bus or not, but you have but you have someone who you can trust. Yes, they are, Ryan. Yes, they are wrong.
They're not wrong at all.
They are. They misspell Ryan with trying to spell Jacob. But I think
his language got messed up there.
I know it really did. But I think this is such a unique thing where even if you want to throw one of your people under the bus, I think having that security blanket of having a person who you can trust, is such a securing method and gives you that extra boost of confidence. And so I think that's what Katie needs in Zach, and to be that extra boost of confidence for her to make those boss moves that she is going to make in this game. So I'm looking forward to Katie 1,000%.
And I feel like it's going to be that person for Zach as well.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, for sure. That's a duo that's going to depend on each other. I'm just thinking that maybe Katie doesn't have to play a different game, because this is a game where people will respect an under the radar game from a player who knows what they're doing. Really? So I think it's a different situation where if she played a similar game and maybe was just a little more vocal, then I think she could still go far, because she's playing with people who know the game and know her, rather than a lot of people who don't in the same way. Yeah, so we'll see. I think she has options. I don't think she has to go balls to the wall.
I don't think she has to change up her game too much, but I think she might need to just tweak it just a little bit, maybe be a little more vocal than the last time. She don't have to switch it up to be crazy and all out there and, like you said, go balls. She don't have to do that. She just got to play what she plays, but just speak up just a little bit. And
I don't think she has to, but I want her to. Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, I would want
that. That's a little different. Yeah. If y'all saw that Katie Emily game a few weeks ago, I thought Justine did a really good job of playing under the radar in a way where she was also really vocal. She only lost because she was up against some huge lions that were just like really vocal and clear winners. But she was playing a game that I think Katie could play, where she was making her moves clear at times, but she was also not the most obvious target the whole time. So I think that's kind of where that needs her role.
I definitely agree with you, Suzi, and I also think Katie holds the skill of adaptability because, like, for me, people know me as, you know, being the upfront person. But in the game I did win, my final 6, I was silent. I was silent all the way until my final 2, and that was strategically I had to be under the radar player because there was other people who were and so I think just the sense of being adaptable and understanding when it is that you need to bump it up and when it is that you need to maybe slow down, and that balance is something that I think Katie has. So I'm excited to see you.
Yeah, I am too. So Giovanni is asking if we think a returner is going to win here. I see a returner having a very good chance here.
Yeah.
Unless the non-returner, the new blood kind of come together in a way that, I mean, we have a lot of gamers in the new blood, so they could be smart and do that.
I think the exact same thing as Suzi perfectly said. And I think if the new people know the game that they're about to play, because it's kind of hard to win Survivor. It's very hard to win Sequester with kind of knowing nothing about the game Sequester. And so I feel like if they have any anecdote of any type of history with this game and the personalities that play and the personalities that won, I think we can definitely see a returner win. But I think definitely see a new player win. But I think the returners definitely have an edge up with this.
For sure. And I think that a new player would really have to impress a jury if they sat next to a returner. I think if you're sitting next to a returner, it's going to be very difficult.
Don't encourage Jacob. Don't encourage him like that.
What I will say, my 2 cents, my shade, everything, is that if you want to guarantee yourself the chance of winning as a returner, bring returners to jury. That's what bring returners to jury, because that gives your chances a lot higher.
1.8 million.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Ryan, you're back to back now.
Before I pick, I do want to say I think Muna's last pick was bad because Katie was supposed to be on my team here. I was laughing at y'all when y'all weren't picking her for the longest time, and now she's been robbed of me 1 pick early.
Now you are a fool. That was like a fool, Ryan.
I deserved it. I told her before this started she could have who she wanted, so I did it to myself. However, I think there's been a absolute robbery in this draft so far, and I think
you are about
it is unbelievable to me that this person is still left in this draft.
Ryan.
I almost picked them second, but I am hands down. I even messaged someone an hour ago that I didn't think I was going to get them. I'm picking Emily here for sure.
Ryan,
she should not be one of the faces up on the screen right now. She should have been gone round 1 or 2. She kicked ass in her first showing. She's one showing right now. Played amazingly the entire time. I mean, I love Anthony, but I think Emily would have been just as good of a face to represent that mini that she played.
1000%.
She shows exactly what you want to see in one of the partners here. She's already slit Bryce's throat before he thought he had it locked in. I mean, that's looking at the people in this cast. That's exactly what I want to see going in here against the people that are here. Because she's shown that she's going to play this exactly how I have to play a mini with this theme. So I can't believe y'all didn't take her. It is unbelievable to me.
Yeah, I think Ryan, that was an excellent pick, and I think even she has that advantage of even slicing, flicking, whatever her friend. And she can definitely use that. Hey, I'm not loyal to anyone. I mean, I can be loyal to you in this game. You know what I mean? I have no leverage with anyone else in this game, and so I think that can definitely come to her aid in this thing.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I said they both would have been good representations. I love Anthony. I didn't say that she would have been a better one.
I ain't getting caught up.
No, hey, people are twisting my words here.
I'm like I said, Emily was that choice that I said I was torn between Khaled and it was between Khaled, Emily, and Katie, and I was trying to be like I could be loyal like Minnie Strong because they all played in my mini, and I'm like I want to play. Emily was a great. She played me. She played me from the to the end, and when they got me out, is because I trusted her to the point where I was just like, okay, it is what it is. Me and Emily go ride this out, and she was like, nope, get out. And I had to respect that, although I didn't vote for her because I thought I didn't. And now just to say, I didn't vote for her because I didn't see her Final Four move. The jury room wouldn't vote for me, so I didn't see her cut Bryce, and they never told me she cut Bryce. If I would have known she cut Bryce, I would have voted for her hands down, no doubt about it, because I just didn't see the move. I didn't see the move. I didn't know the move. But that's a great pick.
So I didn't see Emily's game. That was the week I was super sick and I missed it. But I have heard so much about that game. If you were watching the stream the other night, Mertz went on and on and on about the Raw Queen Emily.
Yeah, he
and
did.
how she was just she played such an amazing game and everyone should play like her, and apparently she is a queen. So I think that, I didn't get to see your game, and now I'm super jealous. I might go back and watch it.
She's a queen.
If I ever not watching Sequester live, I will go back and watch older episodes. But I think that was a good steal there.
That was a great steal, Ryan. Congratulations.
Good job, Ryan. I don't give you credit often. But
why do you hate Ryan so much?
That hurts my feelings.
Me and Ryan have beef in Twitter DMs.
Yeah, absolutely. Me and Jacob have been arguing for like 9 hours now.
I hurt my feelings.
A beef man? Me and Ryan are in the beef mans. Ryan, give a hug to the camera.
Here, let me give you a hug. Let me give you a hug. There we go.
I don't think Ryan's as drunk as you.
I'm feeling really uncomfortable right now. Really uncomfortable in between this sandwich right now.
Me and Jacob are just going for that rival screen time whenever it comes around. That's
and we need it.
There we go. Yeah, Giovanni knows. See.
Well, look, Monica, we start acting like we're rivals so we can be on a rival show. I mean, even though I would never be rivals with you.
I would be too scared to be a rival with Muna.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to be a rival with Muna.
No, you're gonna come
rival with me and Jacob. You don't deserve it.
I want to be a teammate with Muna. But let's have that two, that double win thing, and I'm picking Muna. I want Muna to pick me. Please pick me.
Oh, man. Wait, so does this mean I get the last?
You get the last.
Yeah, you get the last thing.
That's why you want to go first.
Okay. Go.
Okay.
So before I make this last pick, I mean, I think we all recognize there's some big names left on this board, and that ones that I would seeing them and just as shocked to seeing Emily up there. However, I told myself when I started this mini that I had one person in mind. I told myself I had one person in mind that I wanted as my sleeper pick to see if they would go this far. And part of it is, I mean, this is going to reveal my pick. We all know how good Charlie is at these. I think we all see how well he does. But I didn't want to pick Charlie. I figured that what's the best thing to picking Charlie is to pick the carbon copy of him and his twin. So I am 100% picking JoJo here. I've had this in my head since the start of the round that I wanted her on my team here. I have the perfect spread. I got my newbies. I got my 2 returnees. So I'm excited for it. I wish I had more knowledge.
Ryan?
Huh?
I wanted JoJo. I wanted the twin set.
I'm sorry. I wish I could say more about JoJo. I don't know. Obviously, she's never played before. I'm going solely off how I know Charlie is, and so this was the next best thing for me since I wasn't going to pick him. But
so this is your team, Ryan.
I could not be more happy with it.
Ryan,
I respect your team.
They could be they could be the first 4 boots tomorrow, and I would still be the happiest man on earth with what this team is. So
well, you have to be. You chose them.
Okay.
Calm down, bro.
I'm gonna be celebrating tomorrow when Jacob's picks are the first 4 boots. I'm gonna be live tweeting the hell out of it. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be live tweeting the hell out of Jacob's boots, every one of them when they go home. So he'll be hearing about it.
So I can highlight them. Okay. So I am interested in seeing how she plays. Charlie says she doesn't know that much about Sequester.
He did call her a smarter, more interesting version of him, though. So whatever that's gonna bring, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know what that. I mean, we'll see what happens then. So apparently she's a stand-up comedian. That will play very good in this game, I think.
Definitely. Dang, that makes me excited to see her play because I feel like even with the people who haven't played, they have had because I feel like we have some like iconic people returning, and so I feel like a coaching sesh has to go into place in order to like have your sibling or your friend or your cousin play, you know what I mean? And so like if Charlie is like coaching her or telling her or informing her of anything, I feel like Charlie's a very insightful dude in this, and so I'm looking forward to seeing how she kind of contorts his advice into making her own and to make it a success.
Riley made a whole like how to kick ass in Sequester like manual. So
he did? I never saw that.
I mean, that's updated to just say it's your birthday. Isn't it Charlie's birthday tomorrow too? So he's spitting his own advice.
Yeah. Charlie, is it your birthday tomorrow? You're in the chat. Let us know.
I thought someone said it was.
Yeah.
So that would mean it's her birthday too.
Oh, yeah, twin. Yeah, duh. Okay, yeah, perfect.
That's what twins use.
And there's one thing I know: saying it's your birthday when you're playing the mini is the perfect strategy. So
wait, Lana did.
It works for me.
It was actually your birthday, right?
But it was actually my birthday.
Yes.
It was actually my birthday, so
it is both of their birthdays.
Yeah, perfect.
That's
See,
a great thing.
Now I'm even more happy with my pick now. This is amazing.
Ryan, I'm happy for you. You do have a solid team.
Thank you so much, Jacob. I hope you lose the draft.
The shade is so real. I love it. I love it.
I will never forget.
I hope we get some showmances out of this too, because we have all these new players.
Yes.
Okay.
But would you want your best friend or your sibling falling in love? Like, would you like, hey, you need to get your head in the game. You are not falling for this. You are not falling for, I don't know, Zach's cousin Katie. Like, you're not doing that.
Here's the thing. Only one person can win, so they can take home a little bit of love as a consolatory prize for losing. That's cute.
That's a damn good consolatory prize. That's a pretty good prize.
Ryan, I actually just started getting into the challenge, and that moment, because what you just said, Jacob, reminds me of like Bailey and what's her name? Who's the winner?
Casey.
Yeah,
Bailey and Casey, yeah.
Bailey, because of her like relationship with the other person. That happened here. Yo, but
I can't believe you're just not getting into that show, Moon. That show is amazing.
Just getting into it. Yeah, it's my first.
It is good.
Okay, so can I just say, Big Brother Ant is coming for me in these chats that I am not appreciating.
Are they?
Because don't come for me. Don't.
He's coming for me too because he's saying all mine are gonna be.
Oh, he likes me, so keep it going, Big Brother Ant, keep it going.
Shut up.
What birthday is it for Charlie and JoJo? I'm sure I'm not more asking you guys. I'm more seeing if Charlie says it in chat.
Yeah, Charlie, you let us know.
23, I want to say. I don't know though.
Also, we have like a love triangle here with Charlie, Bryce, and Emily apparently. So that'll be.
Oh, is Charlie shooting his shot at Emily?
Charlie said, "Emily, call me."
He said, "Call me," and Bryce responded.
Wait.
When him, Bryce, tell him.
Bryce, I thought me and you had a bromance.
A bromance.
Jacob, did Bryce message you to call him cute on stream too, or is that just me?
No.
Bryce is screaming for attention here.
Y'all go get off Bryce today.
Right.
I'm going to say that today. You go get off Bryce today.
Here's the thing.
I'm done.
I think, I don't know. I mean, Charlie's not one to not shoot his shot. So let's see what happens in the game, okay? He keeps DMing me, shoot. So let's just see
I feel like Charlie got game. Charlie seems like type to.
Oh, Charlie 100% has game. This boy will slide into a girl's DMs. You know it. You know it. You know what's happening.
Okay, then.
I didn't see Bryce's game. Maybe Bryce has major game too, but
Bryce is a poker player, which I feel like gives him a lot of an edge in this.
yeah, but maybe not so much in the show, man.
Oh,
Which is
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Bryce has game. Bryce has game.
All right. I believe y'all. We'll see. Emily might just play them both. I'd love to see it.
Half Sequester, half the Bachelorette.
Yes.
There's two games going on
I'm
during
the
this.
final rose.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. So who's up next? That leaves Muna.
Listen, y'all, I've been holding my breath this whole time because it was. So there's two people here who I absolutely adore and love, and I've just been debating back and forth, which is why I'm kind of quiet because I'm just like, oh. So the reason why I'm choosing this person. Jacob, you already disappointed at this point.
Josh, no,
I'm choosing who I want to choose.
No.
What is this?
Okay. I was gonna feel so bad if this person was taken and I didn't take them because although they've been a winner, Josh has the ability to really make you feel like. And I think it's really genuine. If you are somebody who Josh aligns with, he has your back till the end. Like, this man will ride for you till the end. And I think that's somebody a lot of people will want to have. I think regardless of how many wins Josh gets. Excuse me, Suzi?
I tried it, y'all.
I feel like no matter if Josh had 3 wins, I think this guy's gonna get to the end just because he's just that good and has that personality that's just so genuine and raw. And you just want to work with this man. Like
Muna.
I'm gonna say Jacob.
Why did you do that to me?
She did what she did.
You.
Jacob, what were you expecting with last pick?
I'm about to say last.
Well, first off, I didn't realize that I would have went last.
I don't even.
Jacob, if it wasn't me, it was probably gonna be who's after me, Lana, and then.
And if it wasn't Lana, it would have been Suzi.
Right, it's probably gonna be Suzi.
So I was gonna have to fight all of y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna touch you.
Josh,
if it wasn't Moon, it was definitely gonna be Suzi.
I completely agree with what Moon, and me and Josh are super close. And I completely agree with what Moon said. Like, Josh has the ability to first off adapt to personality in the game, which I feel like is going to really highlight his strengths in this. And I don't want to say too. Oh, okay. I'm not going to touch him. But I would, yeah. But Josh is, I feel like personality wise, I feel like even strategy wise, I feel like we haven't seen that much strategy from Josh in previous games. But I feel like Josh knows what he has to do to win. He's won before. He knows what that tastes like. He knows what that feels like. And I feel like the yearning for it to happen again is going to come. I love Josh. I think personality wise, I think strategic wise, I think dramatic wise, I think chaos is going to be phenomenal in this game. And so, Moon, I'm mad at you. I'm so mad at you.
Here's the thing. Josh is like not one of the best liars in the game.
No, he's not.
Is what I will say is his biggest weakness. I still maintain that when I walked into that room, it was the most obvious thing ever that he was saying my name. Dude was
like,
I
wasn't though.
No, you were just like, and Josh was like, I was like, dude, your mouth cannot go any further out. I know what's happening in this situation. So, I mean, Josh has to work around that, which could be a struggle. But at the same time, it makes him a really good ally to play with. So if people are smart, they'll keep him around a while because he is loyal to people he's loyal to. And he's also, like, not gonna fuck you over because honestly he really can't. He's not good at it. He plays a very straightforward game and he also plays a very fun game. Josh is gonna be fun to watch, and I'm excited to see because his first game he didn't get a lot of strategy. It was such an early game, he didn't get to play with a lot of strategy, and then Winners at War was a mess for everybody. So I'm excited to let him have some room to breathe up in this game.
I love Josh. I'm so excited.
Yeah, he was one of the first games I watched, and I was just so entertained by this man. Like, in the beginning, I'm like, what is he doing? But then when he got to his like solo rooms, I'm like, okay, so you kind of know what you're doing. And he was entertaining from the beginning to the end. And he's someone who definitely knows when to turn it up and when to not turn it up. And I'm just really excited just to see him, and he's gonna kill it.
I don't feel like Josh knows how to not turn it up though.
That's true. That's true.
So I think that may be, but in this game, I feel like it won't be a hindrance. But I mean, Josh is such like he brings a smile on my face when I see him, like in the room and like other things. And so like Josh is going to be so much fun to watch. And I really hope that he brings that strategic element into the game, because I feel like that's the only thing he's missing. Because I feel like he has the social element on high alert, and I feel like the only thing pairing to that is the strategic element. I feel like will definitely balance him out.
No, I definitely agree. I think his social game is really what drives him and what carries him. He relies on. And I think once he is able to grasp onto strategy, I think is really what's going to pull him through all the way to the end.
Yeah.
I did not see that.
No, I don't see it either. I don't see it either, Josh the show. I don't see it. I mean, Josh the show, Joe the show.
Josh the show. Josh is a very different kind of show than Joe the show. I will say they don't put on a show. Josh will strip for you.
Yeah.
He tried to throw some shade on somebody else taking off his shirt during him, and he was like, "Who would do that?" And I was like, "Who would do that, Josh? Who would do that?"
I don't know if y'all watched it, but his first game, he literally was rapping and taking off his clothes. He had his whole wig on. I was just, you guys most
I'll give you his intro video is iconic. So look forward to his intro video tomorrow. A little teaser, a little.
Yes.
Yeah, he's so cute. He's so much fun to watch. I hope his cats make an appearance.
Yes.
But like no matter what, Josh is going to bring the energy. And here's the other thing: this is not a game that's high pressure for him. Winners of War was really high pressure for him because he felt like a lot of people weren't like respecting his game enough, or didn't remember his game, etc., etc. And now he's got something. He doesn't have to prove anything. He's here to play the game for fun.
Oh,
it's a different conversation because I do stand you, Charlie. I think. Sorry, Suzi, what were you saying? That's what I was saying. I was like, and now we got a separate conversation happening. We got a big mad people. No, but honestly, Charlie was taken before me, and he was one of the people who I was just so upset because I think he's gonna kill it. Who has him? I forgot.
I got him.
He's on the curse team.
But I'm happy with my picks. I think I got a mix of personality, mix of strategy, mix of games, and but I think what they all hold is passion. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, you got all returners.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do.
Okay, you said what you said.
Interesting.
But I think that there's so much showman's fighting in the chat right now, by the way, between Charlie and
looking at
Bryce. Y'all need to be watching this. It's insane. But yeah, no, I think Muna, you've got a good team of big personalities and under the radar players, but not one of these players is going to go early. I think these are all Jerry members.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. And we got Charlie's sister dragging him in the trap.
I know, I'm cracking up.
This is why I don't even want my siblings to know I play. I have not sent them a link. I have not sent them a podcast. I have not done nothing. They don't know shit about shit. I am not trying to get my stuff in here. Okay, but I think this is a great cast, And then it's my turn now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's your turn, Suzi. It's your turn.
Okay, I can't decide between completing my set and taking Adam, taking Papa Show because I do think he's probably being underrated right now, or Samuel Kennedy because I do love him. I'm gonna go with Papa Show.
I was gonna pick him.
I don't. Otherwise, I would have all returners. So I do want to have all returners. And as much as I think Adam's good, I don't want to have the set because I'm afraid that that's a conflict of interest on my team. So I chose Papa's Show, and I do think that maybe Joe is underestimating us.
Yeah, I really agree with that, Suzi, because even on the element of he's a dad, and like who is gonna vote off? Like, I mean, we've seen it before, but like I don't know. I just think Papa the Show, or what are we calling him, Papa Show?
Show.
Papa Show. I feel like he's gonna like surprise all of us, and I feel like Joe the Show is downplaying his dad a lot.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we get a Chuck Olson moment with Papa Show.
Oh, I think we are. I mean, knowing where Joe the Show is spawned from, I feel like it has to be in that reservoir.
Here's the thing. Okay, so I really did think about picking Daniel Kennedy, who I often call Daniel Kennedy because I am such a big fan of him. But I didn't want all returners, and it's just how it wasn't just about who I think the best players are. It's also about how well-rounded I wanted my team to be. So that's why I didn't. And also, Daniel played recently, and he did really well. He's going to have one of the biggest targets on his back. I had to go with Papa Show. I think Adam is also an unknown, but Joe's been talking so bad about Papa Show that I felt like I had to give him a chance.
I don't buy it for a second. I think Joe's talking it down. I think they have some master strategies up their thieves.
They definitely up their thieves.
But I also feel like
don't start with me.
I also feel like Joe is somebody who is like very in love with entertainment and providing entertainment, and like it's what centers his rankings. And I feel like he's the type to bring someone who has conflict with him just to have some fun. So I don't know. Either he's downplaying it or he's just telling straight facts. I don't know yet.
I don't know. I was gonna pick Papa Show if he was still around between, because I said, why not? If I couldn't get Joe the Show, why not pick Papa Show? And see what. I mean, but I
if you couldn't get Josh the Show, I mean not Josh the Show,
Joe
the Show. You want to get Papa the Show, okay?
I mean, just saying, but
I mean, Charlie's coming with the truth here.
That's what Suzi. I said that.
No, that's what Charlie said, Jacob.
Ryan, we can fight, but Suzi, I said that. I said whoever Joe the Show is spawned from, they have to be a legendary and iconic character. So
yeah, I do remember you saying that. Calm down. You will get your credit, Jacob. You also said it. You both are correct. But yeah, I think that he'll be a fun character to watch. Even if he goes out first, I think it'll be funny and interesting, and I'm willing to bet my last one on that. I like my team. He's my only newbie, but I think I've got him and Jennifer are both underrated as hell, and Louis and Charlie are similar players, and I think that their game hasn't been appreciated enough. So I'm excited to see one of them win this.
Suzi, I do think you have a stacked team.
Yes, you do, Queen.
And I'm honestly mad at all of y'all, TBA. So I may have lingering bitterness towards all y'all after this.
That's okay. I'm really mad at you too.
Look, if we're gonna do a Twitter beef, let me know. I'm all down for it.
Yeah.
I'll at you.
Yeah, let me know. I got all the time and the energy, so let's do it.
All right.
Have somebody.
Lana, it is up to you. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna take DK or Adam? Someone said we needed to check DK's Twitter, but to be honest, I'm afraid to.
Lana, keep in mind you're giving Jacob somebody too. We don't want to give him anybody too good. So.
Right, I hate you.
I mean, I was going back and forth because I saw after Suzi pick, I was like, okay, but I like the newness of Adam because we don't know him, we don't know his game. I was new, nobody knew me. I'm still rather new, so I want to say Adam, but I also Daniel has played, and I you know what? I got my newbie for the team, so I'm going to Daniel.
No, get another newbie.
I already got my
No,
newbie.
Lana,
I
get
already got
another
mine.
newbie.
I already got mine. Thank you,
No.
Daniel. Final answer, Daniel.
She said, you are not going to pull a Ryan, and you are not going to talk me out of this situation.
No. I got
And
my newbie.
we already talked a little bit about Daniel. I think that he plays a game that kind of teeters on aggressive, but it's not always aggressive. I think he's going to have to go balls out for this game. I think he's going to have to go ham a little bit.
Go ahead.
I don't know. What do you think, Muna? He's not in a dissimilar situation as you, and you won yours. Yours versus Nolan's.
No, I love DK, and I was honestly debating with him and Josh. And what I love about DK specifically is he is an adaptable player and a passionate player, and with those two components, he's able to really kick ass in this game. And I don't know. I think he is going to be a big shield for a lot of people. I honestly think that he might be the biggest shield out of everybody. That will allow him to, depending on how he strategizes that, to get to the end. And I think I think people are going to underestimate him too. And so I don't know. I think I can see a lot of different ways happening to him. He's also a player that can either getting out in the beginning or getting out or not going to the end. So I don't see him being in the middle. I see him either beginning or the end. And I'm hoping in the end, because I find it's going to be very, very interesting seeing him and other people who might play similar games interact. And I don't know, I'm just excited for him. So that was a good pick, Lana.
For me with Daniel, I don't think it was that I doubted he was going to bring like really good gameplay to this. It's that I was trying to put myself in the shoes of the people playing, and it would be crazy to let Daniel get that far because he is the good game player that he is. So like from a draft perspective, I couldn't pick him because I knew like if the cast had any sense, like he's a super good game player, and like to get him to the end is like handing it to him. So I think that was my biggest fear. But I think from like looking at the cast as a whole, Daniel is absolutely like one of the stronger people on this cast, and like he's proven it in his past few games. Like especially getting like final 2 in his last mini while plastered. Like I don't think many people can do that sober, yet alone drunk. So
here's the thing, I agree with you, but I also feel like the returners are going to need him. They're going to need him. Possibly to Jury. I don't know how Jury's going to come out, but I do think the returners want to go far. They're going to want to work together, and I think Daniel is somebody who could be in that circle.
I mean, I think he has a lot that he's going to come back to want to prove something. Not that he needs to prove anything, but the fact that he knows how a big of a target he is, he might come back and be like, look, I'm just going to play this game how I play this game. Either you go like it, respect it, or you not, and that's just it. And it is what it is. He played, and it's aggressive, and people just not seeing it. It's like it is, so we'll see. You are streaming from Apple.
Folks, I just moved into this house like 2 weeks ago. So how about we back up? And I'm only giving y'all this from now on. What's up?
But yeah, I'm happy with my team. I like the fact that I have newbies, I have people who returners, I have different personalities. I like my team. I'm gonna stand behind it. They go all the way, and I'm gonna win this draft, my first draft.
All right, Lana.
I'll put it out there. I'm winning this whole thing.
I don't think so.
I do think you go far.
I don't think so.
Let's predict it. I'm winning this thing. It's my first draft, and I'm winning it. Okay.
Lana, he ain't. I have these legs get on the floor right here. Oh, please give me a house.
I got some plans.
Please
Jacob got an Amazon wish list available.
Please give me housewarming gifts. I'm horrible at decorating. But can I go? Can I announce my last pick?
Definitely, go ahead.
All right.
The judges are fired up tonight. I just want to say in the chat.
This person I am drafting this person that I am drafting is an icon, a legend. He is the moment. And watching him maneuver in life and watching him grow up has been a joy. So I draft Brian.
Adam.
His Adam.
Sorry. Can I redo that?
Adam is his name.
Adam. His name is Adam.
So
Adam.
I draft Adam.
Why don't you go ahead and log out for me real quick?
Jacob, we'll close this off for you. We'll close this off. Don't worry.
I thought y'all said Brian.
No, go ahead.
His son, right?
Jennifer's
There's
son,
no one named
Adam.
Brian playing,
There's
dude.
nobody named
Yeah.
Brian playing.
I don't know.
Jacob's got me on the mind. That's what it is. He was thinking Ryan, and then he just put it into his pick.
No,
I get it.
literally, I was thinking Ryan, but I picked Adam, and I think Adam is a strategic king. Simply put, I think he has. I think he is legendary. I think he is the moment. I think he is iconic. I don't know anything about Adam besides he's Jennifer's son. But I think by the look that he's giving me in that pick, he's ready to F some stuff up. Yes, he is.
We all should be shamed for not picking Adam because he is true king. Icon.
He's the moment.
He's the moment.
Adam, aka Brian.
I respect it.
And
He came into the chat and was like, honestly, I'm good being picked last. Like, I think he's ready to just bring it in and prove it to us more how wrong we were for not picking him earlier. So
You did not call that boy Brian, Louis. You did not call that boy Brian tomorrow.
Jacob, I'm just amazed. Jacob had one option left and said it wrong. I don't know how he pulled that off.
Respectful Adam's name. Do not call him.
I was
Brian.
like, who am I? Oh my god. You would think that the boy king Adam will kill his mother.
Wait,
Like,
okay, Adam, I love you, and I think I have so high hopes for you and Jennifer. Like that duo, I respect the Wendy Williams. Oh, Wendy Williams queen first off. But I think that the mother son duo is something that we have not seen in this game, and I think it's something that I'm excited to see. Hopefully, Jennifer is raw for Adam, and hopefully Adam is as raw for Jennifer as a son should be. How do you win twice, huh, Dad? Oh, simply put. But yeah, I'm excited, and I think my team is. I have 2 newbies. 2 veterans. I think I have people who have a lot of the newbies that I have. I feel like they have made it consistently in a good manner in Sequester. And I think they just have to make one switch. And I feel like their game is phenomenal. And for the newbies, I think John, I'm so excited to see John play. And I think for Adam, I'm super excited to see Adam play. And I hope that he is, Adam looks super young to me. Am I the only one?
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
They say he.
I mean, Ryan won, but yeah, I'm excited to see Adam play.
We love our boy kings on this channel. Podquester loves our boy kings.
But yes, I'm. His name is not Brian. His name is Adam.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to see him play.
Jennifer's taking Adam to the courthouse first thing tomorrow to get his name changed.
Wait, is Adam in the chat? I'm so sorry, Adam.
Yes,
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Jacob, he's saying all these mean things, how he doesn't like you anymore and all that. It's crazy.
So who want to trade Adam for? I'm joking. I love you, Adam. I'm super excited to watch you.
Adam is 18 and he looks young.
Oh, him and Ryan are BFFs.
Me and
I
Adam
feel
need to do that.
like the Joneses are out tonight. Like, y'all play too much. Charlie and JoJo, y'all are, woo, y'all hot tonight.
Monday? Mine is tomorrow.
Wait, so who has the best team? Well, we're all gonna feel like
We're all gonna say we have the best team.
Period. Y'all looking a little
I think we can agree on which of the 5 teams that we're rooting against, though. I think we don't have to say it out loud. I know what I'm thinking.
I think so. I know what you're saying. Right?
Yeah, Muna, we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
we don't have to say it.
I don't have to say it either. I know who it is.
Lana? Okay, good.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah,
They always
Is
gonna
it
come.
mine?
They always gonna come for your
Suzi's
crown
not
when
on
you
the
have
same
2.
page with us.
They always
Suzi's
gonna
not
come
on
for
the
your
same
crown.
page.
when
Susie's
you
not
have
on the
2.
same page as us. No.
Not on the
Susie,
same
you know
page
whose
with
team
us.
it is.
Come on.
Well, yeah. Okay, I see
What to say? Come on.
This was fun. I
Oh
love
my
this.
God, Charlie. Okay, we talking about people drinking.
Oh my
too much.
God.
Charlie,
Yeah,
Charlie, do you want to come on the stream?
Susie, let's get a pre-show. No,
Yes, bring Charlie on just
Wait,
to
a
roast us all.
pre-show.
a pre-show. I want to be on a pre-show.
Hey, if Adam wins
Why?
tomorrow, I'm twerking. I'm twerking on Twitter tomorrow.
I'm gonna send Charlie the.
no HD on the side. We're holding you to that.
Oh my God. So now Joe is DMing me to tell me all about what a bad pick I made.
Charlie's not picking them.
But I think I have some heavy hitters. The team that I'm most afraid of, though, TBH. And I'm not a scary dude. But the team that I'm most afraid of has to be Suzi's team, and I hate to give him credit. I really don't want to give him credit, y'all. Ryan's team, TBH.
Thank you.
Underestimate my team. You go ahead and do that. You go ahead and do that.
I love having everybody in the chat. Jennifer says to warm up that twerk, Jacob.
Wow.
Whereas Adam says, please don't say that, Mom.
Me being peripheral, I feel like the person I'm more scared of is Lana's team, specifically because that team are people who I feel like are just people who prove people wrong. And so, yeah.
What's happening to Jacob? Is he twerking or having
I was warming it up.
Oh, okay.
What?
I think
Is it charger?
I mean, I'm gonna have to say Ryan's team and Luna's team are, everybody's team is stacked. We can't go wrong with this cast. Let's just say that off the top.
Yeah.
This is a great cast, so there's no going wrong with this cast. But if I'm picking teams because of people like Katie, who I wanted that Luna took, and Emily, who I wanted that Ryan took, and then Louis that Suzi took.
I like how Lana didn't say my name.
Because I'm not scared of you.
there's a reason, Jacob.
I'm not scared of you, Jacob. Anybody you touch is gonna go down and play. No, I'm just playing. You got some heavy hitters on your team. Come on. Let's go.
Is that the boy game?
You got Lavina on your team, so come on.
Lavina's gonna kill her. I think that, I mean, she might save Jacob. She's gonna kill her.
She's gonna kill her.
No, I think Jacob, you got a solid team. I was surprised with some of your picks, but I was also like not surprised because you've been watching this game very closely. Mm-hmm. So you kind of give us a lot of maybe more strategic picks. Mm-hmm. But I think that, I gotta say that Lana's team is absolutely got both best of both worlds kind of situation. So I think that for me, I'm worried about Lana's team coming from my team.
Yeah, wait, Jennifer and Adam are in the chat.
You didn't know
what?
Yeah,
Jennifer and Adam are in the chat.
Yeah, that's what it said.
We've been showing their comments.
Oh, sorry, I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, no, most of this cast is in the chat, Jacob.
I know, Joe. I have not seen her play.
But I've
heard so much about her already.
I'm hopping in on the Muna and Lana respect threat triangle. I think I'm most afraid of Muna and Lana's teams because I know
Lana.
Both of them picked but both of them picked people that I knew like were top priorities that I wanted to represent my squad. So I'm a bit angry that they're representing them. But as long as Jacob doesn't have them, I'm happy. So
yeah, right. I'm coming. I'm attacking.
Just a message to everyone on Jacob's team. It's nothing against y'all. It's solely because Jacob.
It's everything against y'all. It's everything against y'all.
I'm just sorry that Jacob had to do this to you guys, and you're going to be getting rooted against.
Hopefully that 2-time winner luck will rub off.
I never heard of that. I don't know who you're referring to. So
or it can end there. It can end with that 2-man win. It can end right there.
Mm-hmm. It seems like you might have used all your luck.
Audrey just did us a favor by letting Jacob win twice. He's like locked out from being on the screen.
Done.
We're gonna be crazy up in here because
This is a good question. Who do we think will be the last pair standing?
Katie and Zach.
I think it's gonna be Joe the Show and Papa Show.
I say Jennifer and Adam.
Jennifer and Adam?
I'm going Bryce and Emily.
No, right.
Yeah, because they'll have a very strong relationship. So that one's a good one to take far because they might have revenge out for one another.
They'll cut each other in a minute. So I think you take them to as far as you can and let one of them cut them in the end. So because they'll do it.
I don't know about Charlie and JoJo. I think that I mean, JoJo's showing a lot of personality tonight, so I think that Charlie might go a little early. I might.
Oh, is JoJo in the chat as well?
She is in the chat.
Oh my God!
Are y'all not looking at what she put up there?
Jake is
hilarious in the chat right now. She is hilarious in the chat.
I need to find her.
Oh, Charlie.
Charlie.
What
do you want tonight? I've literally never seen Charlie act like this. He is acted out.
But this is definitely going to be a fun game with big personalities and very strategic players and I love the balance that we have with half repeated or more than half of non-repeated and then half of newbies. And so I have high hopes for this mini. And it's on a Tuesday, so y'all have to bring it because I'm tuning in on a Tuesday.
Right. You got to keep Jacob awake on Tuesday. You got to keep him
interested. Yes.
I don't know what this means, Dylan, but I am scandalized.
Me and Charlie are drinking the same drink.
I know what that means. Vertical. It's not, might not be left, might not be right, but it's vertical.
Muna's new tagline for the question. Don't come at me left or right, come at me vertical.
Period.
Oh my gosh. So I think that this is one of the best parts about the private minis and the idea that they are fan cast is that there's not a lot of pressure here because, I mean, there are some highly competitive people here, but there's not the leadership board. So I think they'll still be highly competitive and highly entertaining, but they're also going to take it a lot less seriously. They're going to have a lot more fun, I think, in this game. And they're going to have their loved ones, and they're going to be, I mean, if the show's in a room being like, my dad sucks at this, and his dad pops in. I mean, you know, it's going to be fun and funny to watch them play to and against each other. We had a recent, like, sister pair and a married couple play recently that were interesting. But the show is gonna take it seriously.
Absolutely.
Apparently Charlie is too. Charlie, you are making yourself such a big target tonight. Can I switch with someone? No, I would never. But I do think that it's gonna be really fun to watch. I'm hoping that people. Yeah, I don't think Joe the Show ever sleeps. Somebody says that he
Joe the Show doesn't know. Joe the Show
he doesn't know what sleep is. I told him the other day to go to bed. And he's still
I can just picture Lana telling someone to go to bed and then actually going to bed, which is why I caught it.
You're supposed to do that. When I tell you to go to bed, go to bed. Joe the Show is, look, he's hard-headed. So.
To be honest with you, I want Charlie out around just to come back.
Yeah. He'll come back apparently.
Oh my goodness.
All I know is that I'm excited to watch it, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be on somebody's show or anything, but I'm gonna have somebody watching it with me. Somebody watching it with me.
This is gonna be nice, and like I have one person that I'm super excited to see play, and we're blowing people's heads off tonight with strategy, but I'm super excited because we've seen him play twice. And I just love watching him play and watching the strat because he's such like a mind, not a manipulator, but like a mind player, a strategic player, an analytic. Oh,
bro. Oh my God. Y'all coming hard today. Seriously, boys.
Wait, Bryce, I'm confused. What else doesn't he last long in? I'm confused.
Please,
if Audrey is watching, can this be the rumor has it? Just bring all
rumor has it, yeah.
Just get Charlie on to roast the whole cast one by one and see how much he can take.
Charlie, do you want on? I keep asking if you want on. I keep saying
that would be amazing.
You got a lot to say. Get him on.
Get him on here, Charlie. Come on here.
Oh my goodness.
We have an open spot. Jacob was just about to step out. We have an open spot.
Ryan.
Listen, if you're gonna pregame with the audience because I also want to see the pregaming happen. So come on in.
Hey.
Come on in, Charlie.
And I know nothing. Also, I know nothing about how my team is gonna play. And so
what do you mean?
I want to. Well, I don't know their I don't know their strategy.
Okay.
It's no, I mean I have an idea, but like it's not like I've like it's not like I've like been like helping people strategize for this game. Is what I'm saying.
No, we know that. Okay, because I was
Okay,
did you talk to him about already?
Did y'all not make a group chat with the whole team you drafted and tell them to work together? I thought that's what we were.
Wow.
That's not what we're doing because I didn't know that.
Just a text message. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me go ahead and text my group chat
I'm
back.
gonna put my group there.
I don't even know half of my group chat. Do you think Papa Show has a Twitter?
Oh, Papa Show has a Facebook. Papa Show has a Facebook.
Well, let me send my chat. Let me send mine.
You can please call John and help him strategize. Wait, Louis, DM John my number. I will.
He said he can't get a hold of him. Louis, are you going to be without a partner tomorrow night?
Louis, but what if I tell John to backstab you?
Not picking Suzi as his partner.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Suzi and Louis for rivals. What you say?
Yeah.
Okay,
it will be amazing.
On this class, would y'all want to work? I mean, would want.
Charlie is here.
It will be amazing. Class, would y'all want to work? I mean, would want.
Hey, wait, sorry, I didn't have headphones.
Put on headphones, you dumbass.
Put on headphones, Charlie. Charlie, that really hurts. You know, Charlie bit my finger video. Like, ow, Charlie, that really hurts. Ryan is probably too young for you. Sorry. Too old. If
you're gonna roast me, get it right, Jacob.
That was the bomb, right?
Me and Ryan for rivals.
I'm going right back into Jacob's DMs after this to start roasting him as soon as this is over.
I can see that. I'll watch that.
Charlie, is JoJo there?
Okay. She's in a different part of the house.
Oh, y'all have wings. Oh,
we're practicing being in a different.
Take the elevator to get to this room.
Take the elevator to get to her room.
But Charlie, you had a lot to say. So what's that?
Well, you're right. Look, here's the thing.
That's right. You had a lot to say when you were typing. What you guys say
here's
now?
What's going on. Here's what's going on. This is going to be so exciting. I'm throwing everyone's name out. I'm voting all of you out. I'm going to be the last one, and that means I'm the winner.
Charlie, who is your target?
They're all my target. They all need to go at some
I need one name. Can you throw out one name right now for us for a Podquester exclusive?
So here's the problem. Yeah, if I do it, I'm breaking our rules, so I can't break the rules.
So the pregame
rule.
Wait, just whisper it. They can't hear. Whisper it.
Well, I'll say this. I came out the womb first.
Now we really need JoJo in here.
Yeah. Anyway, but
are you excited?
I'm so excited. I actually, as much shit as I've been talking, I wanted to come on because I wanted to. Well, I had the chance to say a big thank you to Khalid because he organized this. We organized it together, and I really think it's going to be an amazing show. And so, shout out to him, and also everyone playing. It's really going to be fun, and I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have fun, and it's going to be great. And thanks all so much for drafting it. And I don't know, it'll be good.
So are you going to shoot your shot at this showman situation?
So I feel like I have to read the vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have to read the vibes because shooters shoot, but also like
they miss.
You know,
they miss.
Sometimes they miss.
Or if Bryce has enough reach, he'll swat it down.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Well, I'm just going to listen to you because I'm just saying Emily's boyfriend might have a problem with both of y'all trying to shoot.
Hey, I am going to scream in this game. That's one thing I'll guarantee. I'm going to scream.
Are we going to have the cowboy hat?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I just moved here yesterday, so it's in a box. So.
Oh, so my Alcatraz room.
Yeah, I still have stuff in my room because that's a priority for me, Jacob. I would not come over to that room. I'll be honest.
I have a basket here.
Yeah, you have a bat like a trash can?
No, I no, it's of my notes. Of my notes.
Are you gonna hang your notes?
Okay.
People who wrote me notes, I put in here.
Jacob, your room is easy to roast, but also Ryan, what room are you in? Like, is that the living room?
Basement.
It's the basement. So it's to the right. Is that a shelf?
Wait, this is a shuffleboard table.
A shuffleboard table. Oh,
You thought that was a shelf?
Poker. Wait, poker. Nothing special.
I didn't know we were doing MTV Cribs.
I'm about to say, please don't
could be.
I swear, you're lucky we're not doing MTV Cribs.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to play that game.
There's a Twitter that's like ranking the rooms from like Zoom calls and stuff. So, I really like. I don't know if Charlie's trying to run that or not. But don't come from my room. I have literally bags of books behind me.
Look, I'm not for it because I have my fire extinguishers and my carbon monoxide stuff on the wall. So don't come for me.
Wait, Lana, I have a question for you. Your first game, did you like get a hotel room?
I was in a hotel for my birthday.
Did you do that just to play Sequester, or did you
I was going for my birthday anyway, but then I was playing the game, so then it was there.
Okay, I love that.
So, Charlie, you started a lot of rivalries tonight. You have your sister, you have Joe the Show, you have Bryce, possibly Emily's boyfriend. Are you worried? Adam / Ryan.
It's all jokes. We're all gonna play a really good game. That's not based on the YouTube comments. It's gonna be.
Don't go soft now. Don't go soft.
No. You'll see in the game.
All back like that?
No. I'm not taking it back. That's not game. That's personal.
We've seen weird things come into play in a game, let alone YouTube comments. So.
Hey, no, I mean, stuff happens in Sequester that I'm like, who knows? But what was I gonna say? I forgot.
So, are you going to be mad if your sister goes beyond you in the game?
No, not at all. I wouldn't have asked her to play if I didn't think she would be fun to watch. So if she goes deep,
that's sweet.
That's good.
That's love.
And also,
my sister went before me, I'll be mad.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be mad because I really want to win so bad, but also like, shut up, Joe.
Charlie, what have you been drinking?
I'm sober. I'm sober.
Wait, Charlie.
Why are you so quiet?
What, Jacob? Say it. Go.
No, Suzi, there isn't a question of if she goes farther than Charlie. It's how much farther.
Well, no, that will be good for Sequester if JoJo goes far. It'll be good for Sequester if I go far. It's going to be a great time.
I don't want you to go out first, Charlie.
I'm not going out first. That's what these people. Look, if you vote me out in the first 5, it's the same as not voting me out. So go for it.
I just saw something. You and Ryan, y'all kind of look alike.
Jacob, you
what the hell is going on, Jacob? Is this the same thing as the other night when you were talking about how Colton Underwood looked like John or some shit? You literally think all white guys look exactly the same. Just admit that.
No, I don't.
Why would you say that? Why would you?
Because they do. They're like right under each other in mine, and so I'm like, wow, that's Charlie like 10 years ago.
One has like they're like 5 years different in age too. What are you doing? Is it really your birthday tomorrow, Charlie? Or y'all doing that for games?
We're in December. But I will say this: I never put any work into my videos normally, but this time I put so much work into my video. It's worth watching. So it'll be good. And
that's cute.
Anyway,
I support the birthday bluff. You should have stuck with it.
I did. Yeah. I stuck with it in the game that I did it.
But did you do it before?
That's right. Yeah, he did do it.
Before
I did it. I did. No. I did it after you. I got it from you. But I did it in the international mini because I thought for sure they were going to vote me out first because I was American. But who's so you're all gonna watch tomorrow?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I plan
Yeah. I can't remember who's doing the commentary. I'd have to look at the schedule. I think it's me. I think Tony is. Kieran, Mona.
Oh, I love Tony.
This is my first time with Tony. We'll see how that goes.
I thought Tony would be on Heroes versus Villains when that came about.
I wanted him. He is just the outgoing, like no bullshit, just straight up type of guy. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think Johnny Stockton is also commenting too.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That's the line.
Yeah. So also Ryan.
I lied. My birthday's in September.
I feel like after these games, when someone says it's their birthday, you gotta be like, "Where's your ID?" And you're gonna have to be like,
"Yeah." I had to look up what the star sign was for the day I was playing. Like I think it was
that's what I did.
You're ready.
I was like Gemini season, like.
No, I was reading up like what are Aquariuses like? Like if someone tries to make a joke, what do I have to say?
I mean, I don't know anything about my star sign. Like, I know I'm a Sagittarius, and I don't know shit about it. I don't know what it means.
One of my favorite, Muna, one of my favorite little sequester things is when people try and hold something up to the camera, like we can read it. Like people are like, "I wrote down how much I liked you in your video," and it's just like you can't read that.
Right.
It's like
it really makes no sense.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I didn't know people were lying about their birthdays, and so that's why when everybody was like, "Is it really your birthday?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, Lana, you came right after, like a week after I lied about mine. But yeah, that's right. Jody's right. My birthday, I'm not gonna reveal the date of it now, but as soon as Winners at War gets announced, you'll know when my birthday is. I promise.
Oh. Wait, Ryan, do you plan on winning Winners at War?
I mean, I'm not going in there to lose.
No, he plans to lose. I don't think anybody's going in there to lose.
Whatever I have to do to one up Jacob at this point is my only motivation. So,
Ryan, actually, TBH, it would actually be such an honor to sit next to you as 2-time Sequester Mini players. So I'll just give you that.
I think it'd be an honor to sit next to anybody on that cast we have right now, but I appreciate it.
Jacob, how do you feel about running it back?
What'd you say, Charlie?
Do you feel like you're gonna have to do something totally different?
I don't think I'm playing in Winners at War.
What? Because it still has you on the leaderboard.
Yeah, I think you're playing, Jacob.
I think you're in it.
I don't think I am.
I think you are,
Jacob.
I don't.
Now, if you would like to defer and give me your spot,
I'll take it.
I thought that like it will have like the kind of first season pink name and then second season pink name.
No, I think you're playing. I think it's time for you to lose your crown.
I always assumed Jacob.
Yeah, me too. I assume that Winners at War is season 2, episode 1.
Oh, see, I thought the fact that it's pink meant it was like he's cemented there as the 2.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Huh. Audrey. Let me Facebook message you.
Audrey is not watching this draft. That girl has.
No. I said I was saying to myself, I'm gonna Facebook message her.
Yeah, we're not even sure if the survivors are playing Winners at War too.
Why are you using
Kellen.
I mean the winners.
Well, they had the option, but she was like, she lived in Spain, is waiting another 5 years. Again, basically. But no, I think. I still haven't played any other private mini or public mini, and Sequester playing just after Winners at War, it gave me a little anxiety due to my last game playing, and how chaotic and stressful that shit was. And so I have not even thought about playing another Sequester Winners at War.
Well, think about it, boy, because I think you're going up.
I'm gonna message her and ask her.
Yeah, you do it. Actually, coming from me, that feels like a weird conversation starter.
Is Jacob?
Audrey says, "Don't worry about it, Charlie. It's not like you've ever won."
Hey, not yet. Everyone tune in tomorrow. With the way Joe the Show handles the jury, this is going to be 7-0.
Wow.
Charlie, you are talking so much shit tonight. So you're not gonna shoot your shot at Emily because she has a boyfriend.
I'm not gonna shoot my shot.
But what about the possible showmance of Louis and Emily? I mean, Louis and JoJo. I saw they were talking on Twitter.
See, this is a situation where I'm like, I feel like they could be friends, but we're kind of young, so you know how it is.
Oh.
I don't know how it is. How is it?
Tell us how it is.
Sorry, 1 second.
We'll wait. No rush.
Yeah.
Right,
I mean, we're not doing anything.
Joe, I've lost a lot of times. I'm not that good, but I can still beat you. That's it. Say less.
Oh.
I know where you're gonna rank this mini.
Well, well. Is it pre-jury? What we thinking, Charlie? What we saying?
I mean, when he hops on the podcast after he's in 20th, he'll be talking all about how, I can't believe they voted me out.
I will. Going on. Oh.
I will.
We need Joe in here. I want to hear this live.
Yeah, Joe, you want in?
Look,
my God.
Look, I might sit backstage and watch this and my popcorn. My popcorn, honey. And indeed.
Here you go. I sent Joe the link if he wants to hop in.
That would be fun.
And take this public. I, on the other hand, would like to wrap up by 11:30. Some of us have jobs and shit.
I just asked Audrey as well. Am I playing?
See, this is why I told you I'm not gonna be here on tomorrow because it'll be too loud and I'm gonna wake you up.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to my dad.
You can come back to the second floor.
All right, Charlie, you talking shit?
Joe, light him up. Joe,
you know how it is. Say more, Joe.
What you gonna? You're afraid now to say it in public?
Charlie,
I've said what I need to say.
What's up, Charlie? Say it. Say it.
I'm saying.
Do it then. Say it then.
Joe, I've shifted my view on some things. I used to think you got robbed, but now I think you robbed yourself. It's time for accountability.
Oh, you shifted it because now you're playing against me and you want to throw some shade.
It's accountability season, Joe.
You're basically as reliable as Trump is with his promises.
Oh, I think that's a non-AF comparison. I'm uncomfortable with that.
Yes, it is. Oh, a non-AF compare. Oh, you're making debate stuff now?
No, you probably don't know what app
on.
means. You probably don't know what app means, but it means like I don't think it's a particularly good comparison.
I think it's pretty good. I think the fact that Jacob is like, boo! Yeah,
Joe, you're the one from Queens, bro.
Yeah, okay, I come from the same city as the guy, but like it's a Democratic city. We didn't vote for him. Where do you come? Come on. Clearly, you don't come from a city of winners because you can't win a game, boo. 5 times.
Bro, we're from the same city, you idiot, bro.
You're from the same city. Wait, we're from the same city. Why'd you use that against me as an insult? Woo!
I didn't. You said
you're from
like
Queens.
Trump.
You said I'm from
Trump
Queens.
Is from Queens.
I said your attitude is from Queens. You're lying.
Have your 2 brain cells working at once, Joe. Come on.
My 2 brain cells. You mean the final 2 brain cells, boo?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, well, I can't throw shade because I'm stuck.
Exactly, Joe.
Exactly. Come on, say something, boo. Say something, boo.
When I'm done with
you. Say something, boo.
I'm gonna have
boo.
one. Okay, whoever's happy to be Canadian, we're off that. I'm sorry. America is the worst, but Canada is also. What's going on there? Who knows?
Now you're trashing 2 entire countries. Like some people
2
only
of the
go
worst.
for 1, but you even went for 2 today, and they're like 2 with the biggest like viewer base of Sequester. Boy, what are you drinking tonight? Can I have some of that shit? Like, what are you?
You're not 21, right?
No, I'm not. But I can't.
Okay.
I can't have some of that shit. You're right.
I mean,
the answer is no.
Joe, bring a juice box, bro. Bring a juice box tomorrow.
I bring water, and I'm still more hyped than you get. That's why your shade is like
We'll see.
I don't know what I'm gonna say. My shade.
We'll see.
Your shade is shady because you don't know what the shade you're gonna throw is.
I'm gonna just let you keep talking because let's see how that one worked out for you last time, Mr. Paragraph.
I got to the final 2. I got further than you ever got, boo. How good it worked for me was better than that. Your game.
You know what it is. You know what it is, Joe.
You know what it is.
Maybe
I'm not.
I think we never appreciate things until they're gone. sometimes there's people I'm like, oh, I miss you, and
Right, so
you're gone.
Right,
And
but
that's
you're
what it
never
was
gone
with
because
you
you played
sitting in
like
the
how
final
many
two.
times this month? So we'll never appreciate you. Very good.
This is what it
How
is.
many times have
This
you
is what it
played
is.
this month?
You
and
were
got, like,
sitting there
sevens every
appreciating
time?
your win as it flew out the window.
You got how many times have you played this month, Boo? We can never appreciate you because you played so many times. We'll never gain an appreciation based on that.
I mean, I think people would be a little more pissed to see me back if people weren't appreciating me.
You weren't the reason that people are attracted to this cast. We have 2 former winners. That's the reason. But you cast them, so good for you.
So thank you, exactly. Look,
yeah, good job. Good job.
So Charlie, why did you cast Joe the show?
I think Joe's great. I think Joe's great. I mean, it's awesome to see people, in Joe's archetype play.
What kind of archetype is that?
It's the fun people. It's the fun people. It's nice to have fun.
That was a very diplomatic answer, Charlie.
No, I'll tell you what. It's really nice to have people who I know aspire to such things like potentially winning a Sequester Mini like Joe.
They aspire.
Yes.
They aspire. In the case
Like,
of Charlie,
Charlie, since you cast this, did you cast people you think you could be, or people that you wanted to be?
Well, it's weird because I'm getting genuine questions, but I'm in this little, as someone said, Monday Night Raw scenario. But I will say I really love everyone, even the people who haven't played. In the chat, we're all talking. Everyone seems really nice.
So
Joe and I are good friends.
Yeah, we're good friends. This is just like fun shit.
It's not. I feel like.
So are you gonna cut JoJo just to get back at Charlie?
No, JoJo and me are gonna work together. It's gonna be the JoJo Joe alliance. We're gonna get out Charlie.
Well, your dad's named also Joe. There's a lot of Joes.
No. Honestly, this is fun shade, y'all. We're having fun. Right? We're trying to get some hype going for what this is gonna be.
Giving me all this credit. Holland did so much of the work, if not more.
Yeah,
of the work.
it was really the both. I'm just saying you because you're in the.
No, I know.
You and Holland. Holland was the one who contacted me.
Yeah, there are people.
So Charlie didn't even really want you in there.
No, I mean
Charlie was afraid of me. Holland wanted the competition.
Okay.
That's because he made it to the Final Four before. Unlike Charlie, he's never been in that Final Four scenario.
You're in New York, right? We could do a socially distant meetup. You'll be looking up to me.
We do socially distant meetups all the time. We do everyone does socially. We're doing a socially distant meetup right now.
The joke was that you're short. It wasn't that we couldn't meet up.
I'm 6'1".
All right, I'm 6'2".
Look at these hands.
It's all perspective.
Well, actually, I'm probably 6'3".
Your sister says that you're 5'8".
How do you know how tall I am?
Yeah, my
sister. Are you spying on me? How do you know how tall I am?
Yo, Joe. I love that both of us, we play horizontal when we're playing the game, but when we're on this, we both found a chair.
When I'm tired, I'll lay down. This is I'm not lay down, stand up guy because I don't have enough energy to contain sitting in one position. I have too much energy to contain sitting in one position, so I have to move my body just to get myself back in the groove. That's really a thing. I can't just sit in one position. Yeah, literally, he's comparing himself by 1 inch.
So you're short compared to me. That's what I'm saying.
I don't. If I'm short, is that an insult?
No,
short people are great people. You're using it as an insult. You're using it as shade.
Joe, look, I appreciate people of all heights. I'm not.
Okay, now you realize the damage control is doing. You insulted all the 6'1" and below of the country.
All heights matter.
All heights matter. All heights matter, boo. Short height matters.
No, make a long paragraph post, trying to cancel me in the Sequester community. Stupider stuff has happened here.
So Ryan, how tall are you?
6'5".
Are you
okay? Okay, I can sit down.
Everybody sit down.
I was trying to stay quiet.
Ryan just sit it all down.
Probably because if Ryan discriminated, he would move to the people he's in winners at war against. So like he can't discriminate against the short people, but Charlie, he's like he's biased against the short people.
They cast me in Heroes versus Villains for a reason. I'm a villain. Yeah, whatever.
Put the respect on Ryan's name here, people.
Yeah.
I
love Ryan. I defended Ryan against all of his critics. I'm a Ryan.
Did Ryan have a lot of critics?
Ryan should have won because of
he had a lot of
Final 5 drag. He reversed the drag. Boo hoo hoo.
Wait, Joe. First off, I love Joe the show. First off,
but
there isn't a but. The butt was gonna come to Ryan, and Ryan being 6'5", and I just can't imagine that.
Yeah, can you stand up?
He's joking.
I mean, standing up's not gonna give it any justice.
Yeah, that's fair. It's like
no, he's serious, Charlie.
I think he's serious, y'all.
Wait, really?
Charlie, he's serious.
Y'all not getting me right now.
Now you're discriminating against Ryan for being short?
I'm actually
6'5".
tonight.
Right, Ryan, stand up.
Joe, can I ask a genuine question? This is not shade. This is not shade. Why do you not capitalize the in show?
No, the V shouldn't be capitalized, Charlie.
But it's
I'm in my PJs.
Like,
I'm in
if
my
it were
PJs.
wrestling, it would be capitalized.
Stand up.
This isn't wrestling.
Grammatically, it should not be capitalized.
Right. It's a grammatical
He
thing.
does look mad tall, honestly, but I can't go for the camera.
No. This is why it works.
Right.
Yeah, see, that works. He is tall. He's a tall kid.
Damn, that dude is long.
He is that tall.
Yeah, I don't come. Yeah, it's because
Ryan,
like Suzi said,
you could probably be Ryan. You could probably be me. You could probably be me, Ryan.
I don't know if that did any justice.
It did.
Why do you have a hammer now,
It showed off my PJs, though. That's all that matters. I'm
gonna just say there's one person. You know who it is. His name rhymes with Schmo the.
I'm not 14. I'm not 14.
So many things that rhyme with Joe the Show. Try better.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Joe, wait, Joe the Show. Are you gonna
use Rhyme Zone? Use
Joe the
Rhyme
Show.
Zone.
Joe the Show? Are you gonna win a mini so we can see you on Winners at War 2?
That's my intention.
So we need it to happen.
I don't want to come back for this week's All Stars because come on, like you're gonna be so exhausted from the two Joe the Shows. Like,
but Joe, I feel like it's gonna like if people are tired based on the two back to back, people are gonna be tired if one is 1 week and then another one is 3 weeks away. So
right, but I don't want it to be like so much overload that you guys are like, I can never watch Sequester again. This is what I need Sequester to be. Like, I don't want
you
that.
recruit for other Friday games anyway. Like,
yeah, but I would say no if she asked me for this weekend. Like, no, I don't have. I have a choice. Like, I can say I can say no. I could say like not to this weekend. I'm busy. Like, no, I would say no because I'm too white.
I would love to see you, BT.
I'll come back if asked, but just not this week.
I would love to see anyone in this callback. That would be great.
I would love to come back. Absolutely. I just not this week.
Give me 2 months.
Muna got
she chose me from her draft. Let me just say the honor of being chosen by that icon is like unparalleled.
Yes, cut that out. Bring the queen. Cut that out. Bring back the queen. As she said.
This is an unparalleled honor to be chosen by this queen, to have her rank my game on the Facebook group. I have been honored so much, y'all. Like, yeah.
What is this?
And Joe, I was going to pick you next. If Luna didn't get you, I was going to get you.
I'm also honored by that. Like that, I took someone. Who
Charlie, why do you have a hammer? Explain this to me. Why do you have a hammer? It's very threatening.
Don't you think that some people in the game, forget lions, forget sharks. We got hammers and we got nails. And
good.
We got bolts and wrenches.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm going somewhere here, okay? We got hammers, we got nails. Joe's a nail, I'm a hammer. You'll see it tomorrow, that's it. And then wrenches and bolts, we're going to figure out later what those means.
I don't know what he's talking about. He's okay. I think we all thought that he was drunk. He's high. That explains it. It's not alcohol. It's
I'm not anything. Joe, I might be actually stupid, but It doesn't matter.
I think you're just stupid because of what you took tonight. Like,
Dang, dude.
Uh,
Dang, Joe.
Friends
Yeah.
with his
oh my god! Oh my god! Brittany Phelps in the chat. Love her.
Yeah, we love Brittany.
I thought Charlie just had the hammer to finally help Jacob hang something up in his room for once.
No, I really should. Jacob, someone like I would be mad if I came over to that room. Yeah, come on.
I mean,
You said you were in there for 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Well, sorry, I've been booked and busy, sir. Well, if you would like to send me some art of some decor, you can definitely. I just haven't hung anything. I've hung everything downstairs, but not upstairs in my room.
Unlike you, Charlie, Jacob can't spend all his time playing minis and losing after losing again, and then losing maybe a fifth time. No, he has like a job maybe and like things to do. Like
Not maybe
busy. He's busy.
Oh,
I don't know what you.
I'll say this, Joe. I'll say this.
Period.
When I get my shot, and I've had my shot, I fucked up.
You've had a lot of shots.
I've played
too much.
I played bad games of Sequester. Totally, I'll be the first person to say it. When I get as close as you were, I'm not gonna miss. That's all I'm saying.
All
That's
right.
all I'm saying.
Joe, I don't think you did miss, but I don't think
I did.
if it no, what I'm about to say was
you
missed.
say fucked it in the
If it was illogical, I'm not gonna say they're illogical. The winner deserves to win. But if it was, I think you played a winner's game.
I'll always defend Hannah. Like I just talked to her today. I love
Hannah's
that girl.
Hannah's
I will
great.
always defend Hannah. If I was going to lose to anyone, Hannah's my girl. What a game she played as well. I'm proud of my game. I mean, I made it further than Charlie ever came, and he played 5 times.
Period.
Like I made it. Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
actually, the thing
All
is,
right,
what you
all
didn't
right.
know about
I still haven't been like.
what you didn't know about me playing 5 times was actually
Oh, now you have to stand.
back in the 6th time.
Are
I
you
ever
standing
played.
up or is that like?
What was going
Okay,
on?
this is
What
a
was going
virtual
on the last
chat,
time that I
Charlie,
played
so
was
your
that
height isn't
something
gonna
that you
do
didn't
anything
understand
for
was
you,
that
it's fine.
that's what you didn't know. That's what you didn't know is that you didn't do that. And by the way, that's what I'm doing. Is the thing is that you don't know that.
You're doing. What are you doing with your arms? Like you're trying to use.
Did he fall?
No,
Did you
What
fall?
did he drink tonight? Like how many shots of moonshine? Like oh my god.
Me and Charlie were drinking the same thing tonight.
For real.
Here's the
Honestly,
thing. Every single person knows that Charlie is 100% like, I stand Charlie. I've stand Charlie for forever. He got the cowboy hat out, and it was forever. You were kind of taking an ass beating tonight, boy.
let me say this.
Like, I might remove you because I need you to like
You'll see me
keep some
tomorrow.
dignity.
You'll see me tomorrow.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, because I'm betting on you, Charlie, and I have always bet on you. So,
Hey, Joe, take the first shot. Take the first shot, Joe. Take the first shot.
Here's the thing,
Suzi,
Joe. What was the worst pick for me, Charlie or Papa Show?
Okay, so I'll explain. Papa's show was a bad pick until you put Charlie in this chat tonight. So once you did that, now Papa's show has escalated a tier because he hasn't said anything stupid yet, and Charlie has said at least 10 stupid things. So, and the game hasn't even started. So, Charlie, man, you're losing to someone who doesn't even know.
Joe and Charlie,
this is your 6th
call out
time.
the worst draft team. Which of us has the worst team?
Oh, let me
Call it out.
see.
Well, I
Let me
think
get-
Suzi wrecked her own team by bringing Charlie in tonight.
Just a
you're-
second, Ryan, I'm gonna have to
you're
remove
right.
you to do
Yeah,
it.
actually, you're right. Whatever team I'm on is the worst. That's true.
No, well, what based on what you did tonight? Like, let me look.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, man.
No, Louis alone escalates Susie's team. Like, what a good first pick from you.
Thank you.
Like I would pick
Lucy
him.
writes again.
Like I would pick him. Honestly, what were you doing with Josh and DK? Like, why are they the last picks? And why are they close to Papa J in ranking? The winner and runner up. Like, huh?
Well, you have to think about your team as a well-rounded team, not just a player
not
by
just
player
for
situation.
yeah.
But has Josh ever
like
not
I
made
will
jury?
admit that I think Charlie and Louis play a similar game, and I love them both, and that's why I picked them both. But I agree that it makes my team a little bit a little weighted towards a certain game, which is why I went for Jennifer and then our unknown Papa Show.
No, I get what you would. I get the strategy. I just didn't understand. Like, Josh, has he ever not made jury?
Josh was a miss.
Has Josh ever not made jury? Can anyone? I'm not familiar with.
Josh DM'd me mad.
Has he ever not made jury? I'm
No,
just curious. I don't know the old history.
He played twice and won one, and then made jury.
Final 8. He made final 8. So so I'm familiar.
It seems like y'all knew this.
He never not made jury. Like, how are you not picking him?
Yeah, he's underestimated for sure.
Look, I think everyone in here has a shot. It's going to be fun.
Yeah,
if one of the people it's their first time wins, you know it's going to be something special. So it's going to be special no matter what. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm out for blood. It's going to be fun. We'll figure it out. You know, we all did very strict no pre-gaming, so it's going to be we're all going to be whatever.
What is the game? What time is the game?
Yeah.
8 Central or Eastern?
Eastern.
I don't know why I said Central, because I'm Central.
What's great about this cast, Charlie, is that there's just so many people that are great that I don't know who's the evident meat shield. And I've been thinking a lot about this.
You're a meat shield. You and Charlie are meat shields.
Right, but I think like me and Charlie are meat shields. I think Josh is a meat shield.
The first time someone says meat shield in the game, I'm voting them out. I just hate how it sounds.
Charlie, thank you. Thank you.
Like, I mean,
you're saying, Joe, because I think people who are returners and threats, I think it's interesting figuring out where you stand, because it's like, if there's people who are also bigger threats, then am I in the middle or am I towards the end, or like, and I think understanding that is definitely important before going to this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's also something just about my friend and Sequester Private Mini winner, Dina, likes to say. Likes to say that this is like league play, and I really agree with that. Like, your previous, not just results, but your play style really influences how people see you. And so I think, like, even hopefully if that's not as big a thing in like a final 2, like it will influence, you know, like your game. And I think, you know, the way people's games have changed, and, you know, like, this mini was already going to be awesome, but then like Joe and Daniel, like both having very incredible mini performances, certainly helped raise the hype.
I'm excited. I think this cast that y'all assembled this cast that y'all assembled is really amazing. And I think it's kind of like on the level of what Audrey's doing with like the All-Star games. Like, it's kind of like on that same like level, and so I'm super excited to see aggressive players play. Under the radar players play, just like different spectrums, and new players getting that aspect of what the game is actually like. And so freaking the thing that y'all created is amazing. So I'm super excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And thank y'all for coming on here and giving us some early entertainment. We're really excited to see y'all's entertainment tomorrow. I don't have your social media, so y'all.
That's all right. That's all right. Don't follow me. I'm gonna be honest. Don't follow me. It's either Sequester. I'm like, I took a massive dump.
Charlie, you have good inputs about Sequester though, so I feel like if people want to like know more about people in Sequester or like the games of Sequester, I feel like they should follow you.
Yeah, well, I updated my spreadsheet today with all the new twists from the last Patron minis. So if people want to know about the new twists and kind of all the strategies that have been used so far, you can go look at that. Mm-hmm. It's a good guide for new people, and apparently was. And not to gas myself, but apparently was shared with a lot of the survivors who did well, so that felt good. But
yeah,
Charlie got clout.
And it's a good thing to read if you're going to go against Charlie and try and figure out his game. If you're not pre-gaming and you don't have any options, like the person who gave their entire game away for everyone in the public to read.
That doesn't even make sense. The point of the spreadsheet is that it has all the options. It's like a menu, Joe.
I know within your menu. That's the thing. Like, I don't know any specials on the menu. Like, there are none.
Joe, don't you have a menu or like a doc?
Not for strategies. I don't. Okay. I have a menu for what are the best minis and why the minis are great. Yeah. But my strategy, like I had the strategy for the LOS that I talked about in my final two. That I had that saved for weeks.
You need to spill that. The world needs to hear how to get every LOS.
Oh no, that's staying between me.
Joe, can you DM me about that?
Jacob, you're good. Like, I don't need to give you my secrets. You're the king.
No, please give me your secrets.
So
I do. For Endgame, I do. His Endgame is amazing.
Ever since they implemented the dot, I cannot get those. When it was the first person to submit, I could really get them. But now that it's the dot, I cannot get them. Every time I see them, I feel like I get it immediately.
We've seen your house now, Charlie. We know you got
now I'm in my home. Now I'm in my home at home. At home now.
What is he on?
Now I'm at my home at my house in my community where I live at home. And
Lana,
this internet is very good. So, you know what? It's like, it's good. It's good. It's
okay. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put you backstage, Charlie. Thank you so much.
You have a good night, Charlie. Get some rest before.
Okay, Joe. Joe, do you want to give out your social media real fast?
Yeah, Joe the Show 06 at Twitter. Follow me if you want shade on minis and like me telling you who I love because like I'm opinionated. I always state my opinions, all in good fun, of course. Like if you're putting yourself out there, we're gonna have fun. Nothing personal, just a game. We all love each other here. This is a great community. There's nothing when we're saying something's boring or I'm not rooting for this player tonight. Well, that doesn't mean I have anything personal against them. Like it's a game. We're trying to enjoy ourselves, rooting for people, not rooting for people, putting ourselves out there, having debates about the game. It's all fun. So let's keep doing that. I love this community. Let's keep engaging. And you guys are great for doing a draft that speaks to that.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it, and we're enjoyed seeing you tomorrow for sure.
All right, can't wait.
Tell Papa show that I got him. All right. And then we've got Jacob, but Jacob, we do have a banner for you. What can we see on your Twitter?
You can see love, light, sexiness, and everything that your heart desires.
Okay. I'll just choose to believe that. Mona?
Yeah, so what's the question? What you'll see on social media?
Yeah, what's up on your Twitter?
Yeah, honestly, my Twitter is a mutual of a lot of different things, whether that be poetry, sequester, or about Breonna Taylor and how cops have not been arrested and how that should be stacked.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, follow Mona.
Mona's a good follow. Mona's a good follow.
She is. And then Lana, you want to tell us what you got on your Twitter? Oh, I can't hear you, Lana.
You're muted. I think you're muted.
Now you're good. Whenever
Which you can find on Lana's. Oh, you good? I think you're good.
Yeah, my headphones came out. Okay, so you will find me just talking about Sequester, and you'll find me talking about my sisters and I. We sing, so I'm posting on my sisters' stuff. My sisters, check us out. And I also talking about Black Lives Matter because it is not a trend, it is not a fad, it's not going away. We gonna keep doing it. We gonna keep fighting. So that's what's on my Twitter.
Yeah, follow along. And then we've got the tallest man of Sequester.
The tallest man. My boy Ryan.
Nothing too crazy on Twitter. I've been getting more active and watching the minis and all that. I find so much pride and joy in now subtweeting Jacob and everything I said. So, gonna hop on that trend. My Twitter's the praise for that. Besides that, look for me in 2 months and root for me in Winners at War because that's the next time I'll be on your screens, more or less. So,
hey, I'm excited. In all seriousness, I'm excited to see Ryan play.
Me too.
Yeah, Ryan was good. Ryan's Mini was good. So I'm excited to see him at Winners at War. Well, I'm sure we'll see you on Podquester soon. I'm gonna put y'all back.
Oh, I hope so. I have so much fun here. So.
Well,
we have to come back together, Ryan. We have to come back together,
Of course,
Ryan.
Lana. Of course.
True. That's true. And Ryan, it has to be you and me because Louis doesn't give you my messages no matter how frequently I text him. Because I texted him like 8 times. I was like, "Tell Ryan I love him," and he would not.
It got passed on to me.
Lana got the real one.
It was Lana. It was Lana.
I would say, guess
Yeah,
who told
he's
him.
the only real one because Louis just puts me on.
Hey,
read
Louis
all
Louis got me on here today. I got my message at like 11 o'clock today. He's like, "We need you on tonight." I said, "All right, I'll fill in." So
okay, well, I guess we can give Louis that. All right, I'm gonna move y'all backstage. But thank you for all being on, and thank everyone for watching. Heart hands, heart hands. Thanks everyone for watching tonight. This is not right. There we go. You can follow me on Twitter here, and then you can also follow. Then you can also follow our Twitter at Podquester Mini on Twitter. So follow the show. Make sure to like and subscribe, everybody. And tomorrow night, Shavifa and I will be hosting a panel for live commentary for Blood versus Water. And we are so. Yeah, I did evict myself. I was hoping that y'all didn't see that, but yeah. So we'll have Sharifa here tomorrow night, so it might go a little smoother. It might not. Let's see what happens. But we're so excited to see how all these rivalries and these duos play out. Thanks, y'all, for being with us tonight.